Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Flavor House Network's Weekend Eats. I'm Casey. If you don't know me by now, my flavor fam out there in that chat sure does. And for all of you who will be watching the replay, this is for you. Well, I'm going to tell you, today we got a good one. I am going to be making some meatloaf cupcakes, but not just a regular cupcake or a little shape of a cupcake. It's going to be topped with the most delicious, cheesy mashed potatoes with a little bit of herbs in it, of course. It looks so cute, but that's not all. I know you think that greens, collard greens, and kale and all those greens are labor intensive and take forever. But guess what Casey has done for you? Casey got a hack. And boy, you're going to like it. So we're going to be having this delicious cupcake. And we're going to be having some good old Southern down home kale. Oh, baby. And we're going to do a quick, fast, and a hurry. So, first thing, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get me a sip set. So let me get a little sip set. And today I will tell you, my friend Jerome is going to come in here whenever he gets here. He's supposed to be cooking along with me. Jerome has been doing a good job saving and doing my challenge. So I'm going to be showing you a couple of the things that Jerome came up with during this show. Good morning, all my family. I see Vovo the Love. I see the Cosmic King. I see my loving husband. Oh, yes, I do. Hey, you guys. When you watch this replay, it's going to be so much fun. You're going to get to know our family, and I hope you become one of the gang. Anyway, there he is, Jerome. Jerome is my brother from another mother. That's what I say. Because I tell you, you know how a little brother just needles you? He needles me to death. He sure does. Let me get a sip of this coffee. That's some good stuff. So we're going to get right down to it, y'all. I'm going to show y'all the ingredients. Also, we're going to be, like I said, for those of you who don't know about the challenge, this is week 3 of Cook at Home Challenge. Okay, I've been trying to get y'all to do this thing. I've been doing it, and I'm telling you, I've saved a little coin. I'm telling you. And of course, we're going to do my home cooking story time because my family got all kind of stuff going on, and so do I. All right, I have beautiful assistant here, guys. For you replayers, this is beautiful assistant. Yes, and she's going to show you the ingredients to our meal today. So, you know, y'all, I just can't quit the bison burger. I'm stuck on the bison burger because the bison burger has been cheap. So I'm going to pull this down just a little so you can get a look at these different delectables on here. Okay, so I have 2 pounds of bison burger. You can use whatever kind of burger you have there on sale, whatever you like. You can use turkey burger. You can use chicken burger, any ground meat. And for Lois, my wonderful friend who is in there, I know she's going to ask me, can you use lamb? Well, yes, you can use lamb. You most certainly can. So we have 2 pounds of the bison meat or whatever hamburger. And like I said, you're gonna get, you know, the amount of meat according to your family dynamic. I got 7 folks up in here, and they really love this. I have about a 1/4 pound of this is sweet Italian sausage. Like I said, you don't have to put that in. You can if you want to. This little pile of lovely here has nothing to do with the meatloaf. This is going to be for our kale, and this is 2 strips of applewood bacon that beautiful assistant Jason, you can tell. She did a Jason on it. Anyhow, let me bring that back up. Okay, so here, take this beautiful assistant. I'll bring you back up. All right, so we have some celery flakes, not celery seed, not celery salt, celery flakes. This is my new replacement for celery stalks that are forever going bad before I can use them. And I'm telling you, the flavor is very concentrated. You'll want to do this. Get yourself some for real. I have some black pepper, and I'm going to use this doggone ground thing until it's all gone. I don't usually use this. You know, I thought I was going to be fancy and it was on sale. I usually use the can, but we're going to use this. But when you use this, you need to know that the flavor is very intense. So you don't want to use a lot unless you want a lot of heat. I have my all-purpose seasoning, Casey's Blessing, which is not on the market. It will be one day. One day it will be. Yes, it will. But until then, I want you to get whatever all-purpose seasoning at your local grocers that you're used to using. Hey, they got a lot of them. Casey's Blessing has no salt at all. So I kind of go ham with it. Read your labels, guys. That's all I say. I have some old trusty onion soup mix. Lipton or any brand, store brand will do. I love this, not so much for the onion, but for the soup mixture. It really heightens the flavor of a meatloaf, I think. I have my Saison, which is no sodium, and I didn't have the pack. I opened up my pack, and I opened up the last one. I put it in a salt shaker, okay, so I can kind of evenly distribute it for those of you guys out here who haven't seen me do this. But this is a mainstay too. No sodium, no MSG. And I have some paprika, because paprika, actually, you have different types. Some are smoky, some are sweet. You have different types. And this right here is going to work really well topping my potatoes on top of, well, you'll see. You'll see. I'm going to use it. I have a little onion powder. Yes, I do. And I'm going to be using today in my mashed potatoes. Usually when I do my mashed potatoes, I use the chicken broth. But I'm doing beef, so I'm using beef broth. It really doesn't matter. It's just about flavor. You know, you can use water, but I'm going to use some beef broth in my potatoes, which, where are my potatoes? Because my potatoes need to be right here. And this is another hack. I am not making potatoes from scratch. I've shown time and time again how you can glow up these little packets of potatoes and nobody will ever know, because I'm not telling, will you? No. Okay, I may use one or two. I may not use two of them because I'm going to be doing, I think I got 12 muffins on my tin. I just bought a new muffin tin. And then I have my minced garlic, which is squeezable. Love, love, love this. Get yourself some. I hate having to do fresh garlic because it's a little bit too strong and pungent for me. I don't want the garlic to be the star of my show. I want the garlic to accent my food. And this really does the trick. I have a little bit of my sweetener, Splenda Zero, which I will be using. Yes, I will. Oh, what I did forget, beautiful assistant, I need my cherry peppers, my mild cherry peppers. And you'll say, what is she doing that? That's not for that. Remember, I'm getting two things done at one time. So I will be using the sweetener of my choice. I have a brand new bottle. Oh, it's in the pantry? Right. Oh, okay. I'm going to be using this. You can use some sugar or whatever sweetener your choice, and you'll see what I'm going to be doing with it. Hey, trust the process, y'all. Trust it. Trust me. Okay. And of course, my fave, and it should be yours, butter, because it makes things all better. Yes, it does. I have my sweet cherry peppers. This is the key to the best tasting kale, collard greens, turnip greens, mustard, any kind of green. Trust me. You will want to use this. Yes, you will. Okay. I have my kale. This is the hack. This particular brand I love because the leaves are big enough. Now, you know, I'm real funny about the cleanliness of stuff. And I usually will not do this and I will buy my fresh. But sometimes it's hard to get the fresh. So I'm going to show you how to clean these frozen ones so you can feel safe. And use these where you can have these greens quick, fast, in a hurry. Any of you millennials, you Gen Zers, all of you that want to have mama's cooking but don't want to put in the time, I got you. Okay? So I have some ketchup, and that's going to be part of my meatloaf. All right. So beautiful assistant has already taken an onion, a red pepper. She has one jalapeno. Did you do a whole jalapeno? One whole jalapeno. We have a half of white onion. You can use whatever kind of onion you want. And I have a half of red bell pepper in here. She also took a tablespoon of those celery flakes and put it in here. Now you're like, what is in here? Let me tell you what in here is. In here is this. You put your vegetables in and you get exercise at the same time. And guess what? You end up with stuff like this. Why do I have it like this? Because I have children that don't like texture. So you got to get it in when you can. finally, I have a couple of eggs here. I may use one. Oh wow, that would have been, that would have been catastrophe. I may use one or two. It depends on the consistency of my meatloaf mixture because we don't want dry stuff.
Do we need breadcrumbs?
Yes, we need some breadcrumbs. But I'm going to tell y'all a secret. This is another hack. If you don't have breadcrumbs and you need to bind your meatloaf, this is what my mama used to do. Now, I stepped it up. I took a grater, one of the little hand graters, one of those graters, and I would get the ends. I don't know if you eat the ends of your bread. Well, they don't eat the ends of the bread here, so I would save them. And you get the grater and you take the ends of the bread because it's kind of sturdy and you just grate it really fast and it turns into fresh breadcrumbs to put in your meatloaf to help bind it because you want it to be meat. You don't want it to be all breadcrumbs. And really, I'm going to tell you, when you do that, a lot of times I've tasted meatloaves and they're kind of dry because they put too much breadcrumbs. But when you put the fresh breadcrumbs in, the moistness is, it's just a little more work. That's all. Okay, so I see a lot of activity here in this chat. Beautiful assistant gonna handle that. I'm gonna get this stuff over here and I'm gonna start mixing up my meatloaf. I will be wearing gloves because I told y'all I don't wash my hands to death, and now I gotta let them recuperate. Because I just sat here in OCD. And for those of you at home who will be watching this later, OCD, obviously clean diva. You never get sick in this kitchen because, I'm obsessive with washing my hands. So let me get over here. I'm going to move you guys over. I'm going to move my table over. And I'm going to take a sip of coffee. How about that? Okay. And my studio audience is going to turn my coffee heater on because it ain't, and the coffee is cold. Cold. And Casey don't like cold. Okay, let me get over here, y'all. Let me push this in. I'm going to move my table, which you will notice is not going to make any noise today because it has boots on it. Okay, so let me turn this around. And then I'm going to get you guys over here with me. Let me get some of this stuff out the way. All right. So I'll just put my kale over here.
All right, and while we're prepping, I'll read through a few comments. We got good morning from several people, Volvo to Love, Cosmic King, and Dwayne. And then we have Jerome said, time for coffee mixture blend. Will be leftover folders and Cafe Bustelo. So we'll read that one.
Okay, so let me just move this stuff over because I want to get the meatloaf mixture mixed up, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you guys, when I did this, I bought some new, and I need my other stilt because I'm kind of short. So I usually have a stilt. I have two stilts. I have a little stilt for here, and then I have another stilt to lift you up where you belong. Yes, that's what I sure do. So let me get this over here, and let me move this out of the way. I'm trying to keep everything together, y'all. Okay, that is what I'm trying to do. Okay, so don't get dizzy. Corey's fixing it. See, there we go. See, now I look like I'm regular size, not a Lilliputian. All righty. So let me get this stuff out the way. Get my bowl. Now, what I was saying about the new muffin tins are, usually I will use, don't worry, this works like this. I love these. These right here are so great. They come in different sizes. I did get them off of Amazon. Oh, guys. And I'm going to be I am now an Amazon affiliate. So I am going to put my link in all of my videos, the long form ones, the live rewatches, all of them. And I'll show you what I got from there. But you can just go explore yourself. Just go through my link. It helps a sister. Yes, it does. I ain't going to even lie. Okay, so let me get this over here. Anyway, these bowls are great because you have different sizes. They have lids. They keep things chilled. They're great for making cakes. And you put your salad in here. You can even serve with these. I love them. So I'm going to do that. Let me push you guys back just a teeny tiny bit. But what I was saying about the cake tin is I bought this from the grocery store because I'm like, I was going to get the foil ones. They wanted $10 for something I'm going to throw in the garbage can. This costs $12.99. It's non-stick. And how many of these things? This has 6, what's it? 12. It's 12 of these. And they're pretty nice size. So I bought this instead. See how I learned how to save $1 for real. And I see 9 people up there. I see 8 likes. I like you. Like me too. Anyhow, all right. So this is simple. I'm going to take all of the jewelry off, because I got to be cute. I'm going to get my gloves on, and then I'm going to mix this up. Now, you're going to preheat your oven to 400 degrees for this. But usually when I do a whole meatloaf, it's about 45 minutes. I learned with this particular tin, because I usually use the foil pans. Yes, I do. Because I don't want to have to be cleaning this stuff. But now that I'm using this, if you're using metal conducts heat, and you want to not cook your meatloaves or your meatloaf muffins for the full 45 minutes. So I'm going to do maybe 30, 35. I'll be checking the temp with my thermometer to make sure, because we want them to be moist and tender as well as cute. Yes, we do. Okay, so let me just put my gloves on. I feel like a surgeon. I feel like looking out on the morning rain. Doo-doo. I used to feel so uninspired until I got this. Oh, yes. So I'm going to take this, plop that in there. I'm going to take another one, plop it in there. And then I'm going to go real deep and take this quarter amount of sausage to go in here. Italian sausage. Yes, I am. All right. So then I'm going to take it. And Jerome, I hope you're following me, because I'm going to make you show me the picture. Okay. So what I'm doing now, and if beautiful sister could come here and just lower my camera, I want to show you what I'm doing. Now, I usually do this with naked hands because I like to feel my food. Okay. I like to feel the fire. But I took that meat and I am just kind of mushing it all together because I want these two meats to marry each other. You don't have to use your hands. You don't have to do that. You can use a spoon or a spatula and be neat. I'm not being neat today because guess what? My manicure is secure because I got what? Gloves on. Okay, so you do it like this and just kind of mash it up.
Oh, and Jerome responded, by the way, Stephanie has a pound of regular ground beef and a pound of sausage, Italian sausage.
Sounds good, Jerome. See, I do the bison and I do the Wagyu burger whenever I get it on sale because my stomach is sensitive to, I guess, the grinding of the meat. So if you look at this meat, it's very finely ground and it's very lean, but it does not dry. What happens with the regular ground beef, I find, when it's cooked up, I guess I don't care how much, what the dynamic is, whether it's 73 or whatever case it be. It's just a little bit too rough for my stomach. So it makes me upset because I can't eat it. When I tasted this, I'm like, wait a minute, this go down smooth. It's just smooth. Yes, it is. So whenever you can get this on sale, don't be grossed out because it says bison. Bison ain't nothing but a hairy piece of beef. Trust and believe. Okay, he'd eat you. He sure would. Okay, so let's get this here like that. What I'm going to do, because this is disgusting like this, I am now going to start putting my seasonings in here, and I'll get another pair of gloves because yuck. Let me get these things off of me. I don't want to touch my seasonings with this, all that cross-contamination stuff. So I'm going to leave you guys just like this as I put the seasonings in. Seasonings are going to be subjective depending on what you want your food to taste like. Some people like it highly flavored. I'm all about flavoring. I don't care what seasonings you use as long as you season them, because this is what station, this is what network. This is Flavor House for a reason. There's a reason why these restaurants make all this money when you go to like ethnic restaurants and stuff, go to a soul food joint versus just your regular food, because they season it. And so it makes it seem so much better. Your grandma seasoned it. Your mama seasoned it. Your Casey gonna do the same thing. So the first thing Casey's gonna do, I'm gonna hit you up with my all-purpose seasoning. And I'm telling you, this right here has nothing but some wonderful herbs and spices, no salt. So you see, I'm not measuring this. I am going ham with this because this is so aromatic, so lovely. But if you have something else, I would say maybe about a tablespoon of what your all-purpose seasoning is. Okay, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my next dry ingredient, my Lipton onion soup mix or your onion soup mix. Now, I take this And usually I will take it and I will mash it up and kind of grind the onions up because I am putting onions in here. But for the purposes of television, I ain't doing all that. I'm just squishing it. It's breaking up the onions. And when the liquid of this meat hits it, it's going to soften it and it'll just meld into the rest of the stuff. But this does have sodium in it. So remember, my other seasonings don't. So I can do a little bit of this, you know? Sodium, as I said, is a requirement for your body. You just don't overdo. So let me open this up. This is 1 pack of this. Okay, and I'll get it in here. Jerome, are you with me? Okay, so I'm going to put that in here just like that. And then I'm going to go and get my onion powder. Teaspoonful of onion powder. And this right here, I'm going to really have to shake because the holes, for some reason, it's not coming out the way I want it to. And I'm doing all these different kinds of onion because if you taste onion powder, it doesn't taste the same as a fresh onion. So it gives you all these different layers of flavor. Trust the process. Believe you me. Okay. I got everybody in my family to eat this. My children don't eat potatoes, period. They will eat mac and cheese every day. But they had this and they gobbled it up along with some vegetables. Go figure. And it didn't cost me a lot of money. So I'm feeling that. I have my Sazon, which is in this little bottle. And I'm just doing a little sprinkle, and that's going to be about a half a teaspoonful. You see why I do this? Because it comes in packets, and it's hard to get it equally distributed when you don't have it like that. I mean, me. Okay, so then I'm going to take, what else I got here? I have this black pepper, and I told you I was going to use this thing here, and I will, because I got to get rid of this. I'm so tired of this thing right here. This is overrated. I bought this because I thought I was going to grill some steaks and be fancy. Well, you know what? This is more work than I want to do. So with the pepper, you're going to do regular pepper. I would do a half a teaspoonful. This, I'd be careful because I found that it is very, very potent. So remember, half a teaspoonful regular pepper. This, you might want to do a quarter teaspoonful. Because first of all, my arm's tied. Okay, so I'm telling you the truth. I ain't even lying. Finally, I have my minced garlic. Now, you could have put the minced garlic in with the other vegetables I chopped up, but it's already minced. I don't want it to disappear in its brothers, its brother vegetables, but I just don't want it to be the star attraction of my meatloaf. So I'm going to take this, and I'm doing a tablespoonful of this. Okay, in there. Now I'm going to take what am I going to take? Let me think. Think. I know what I'm going to do because I got another, but I'm going to put the vegetables in first. I'm going to take this and just get that over there. And Beautiful Assistant did a really good job at chopping these. Now, usually I would put this inside my, the NutriBullet. I put in NutriBullet and it becomes everything. I put all my seasonings in and it becomes a paste. But I'm slowly getting these kids to eat a little bit of everything I do is about these children. I'm just telling you. I'm not going to even front. I ain't going to lie. It's about this. It's about the kids. Casey love the kids. Okay. Casey want the kids to be healthy so Casey don't have big hospital bills. Let me get a plastic knife so I can scrape that out. One moment. Okay, let's see. Now, this is what I'm going to show. I'm going to show y'all this. I know this is TMI, but see, y'all my family. You see this bag right here? This is nothing but plastic knives. Tell me why you get a whole set of cutlery and everything in there is a knife. So I collect these things. So I decided instead of wasting my money, because I don't use these knives, I use them for stuff like this. I keep them and I use them for things like this. And sometimes I will stir stuff up with it, that I don't want to have to be getting off the fork. So I'm a person, I make use of everything. If I had to make a little house out of it and it could be for the kids to play with, I'd glue them. Listen, you think I'm playing? I ain't even trying. The things I can tell you about what I repurpose. And maybe I'll do a whole video on that and you will be amazed. Okay, because I have them around here thinking that, oh, something wrong with her. But trust and believe. The process is there. And I'm going to tell y'all, and like I said, you will not believe. I don't know whether I'm going to tell my secret or not, but I really want to share it. I really do. Anyhow, let me get this over here. So as you see, got that in there, got that in there. Now, breadcrumbs. I do for this amount of meat because I like my meatloaf not to be tasting like bread loaf. So I'm going to do a half a cup of plain breadcrumbs. You can use, I used to use the panko breadcrumbs, but I'm out, so I got to use these. You can use this. You got to have some kind of binder. So yeah, but like I said, you can use the piece of bread if you want to use it. Panko breadcrumbs, I like them because they're lighter. Just don't overdo. So I'm going to sprinkle this in here just like that. So I'm lying because this is a lot. So that's probably about a cup. Less than for a pound, you want to use maybe a quarter cup or a half. You put, but don't put it all in at one time. Once you mix this up, you want to see if it's dry. And there's one ingredient that I like to put in this. When you have a very lean meat, I like to put a little bit of olive oil in here. So I'm going to run over to the pantry and get some olive oil, okay? Just because I want to make sure that this slide down the pipes real good. You don't have to do that if you have a higher fat content meat. So let me grab that. And I'm going to put that in there. I tell you, when you do these shows like this, when you're cooking and you're not being watched, at least for me, you know, it's just like it flows. And you're all around your kitchen and stuff like that. But when I'm talking to my family and I invite y'all in here to the kitchen and watch me, I got to be a little bit more intentional. So I try to remember all the things I'm going to need. But as you guys know, I am, and I keep telling you guys, I am a culinary chemist. I am literally building a lot of the recipes you see in front of you. So let me just get this. I'm going to do a tablespoonful of the olive oil. All right. And now I'm going to get my eggs. So I'm going to take my eggs and I'm going to do one and see what it looks like. And then I'll put the ketchup in there. So let me get a cup. I guess I wasn't going to get a cup. I ain't get you a cup. Okay.
I didn't know we were all out.
Oh, it's not no problem. I'll use this. I will use this. I just got to get me a fork. So I like to beat my egg. A lot of people just crack it over there and do their thing. I find if I beat the egg, it just works better. And I'm violent, so I. Yes. You said you had a question?
I said, get that question.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know, I don't tell nobody I'm beating these eggs. Okay, I'm telling y'all. So let me crack this egg. We're gonna try and see if one will do it. If one will do it, because I don't, like I said, I'm not trying to let anything upstage my meat. So I'm gonna beat this egg. Just like that. And like I said, you just want to make sure that the yolk is incorporated into the white and they're not separate when you're beating stuff. Okay, in you go, just like that. Now, call some assault charges on you. Listen, no one's going to tell on me, are you? You're supposed to be my friends and family. Okay, don't tell. All right, so let me grab this. And I just want to make sure that this area is clean. I think the one egg will be good, but I won't know until I get my hands in here. But now I'm going to do my ketchup. Now, a lot of people just put ketchup on top. Some people don't put anything on top. Sometimes people will put barbecue sauce or whatever. You want some ketchup in this piece. It does a body good. It gives a whole different flavor and dynamic. Trust the process. Trust the process. So get your ketchup, Jerome. So what I'm going to do, I will probably put, I'm going to start with a half a cup. It's not even open. My kids have eaten up all of the ketchup. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I got it. So what you want to do is have an open container of ketchup. So now that I got this top off, I'm just going to do this. So, okay, just like that. So that is probably about a cup and a half. And you're like, oh God, she has all this. Honey, trust me. You be needing this, and I'm putting a little bit more in there too. Yes, I am. How you like that? Okay, y'all need to, I keep telling everybody to trust the process. Y'all be seeing my thumbnails. That's real. Okay, that ain't fake. That's what the stuff be looking like. My family be getting a good life around here, and they be complaining. Okay, so I got all of those ingredients, right? So now I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna do one more thing. You know, what is she doing? Well, ketchup has a little sugar, so it also has a little tang. So to take this tang out, one squirt like that. You can leave it out if you like the tang. I'm not having the tang. So I don't want it in there. So let me get my gloves and I'm going to massage this mess in. But first I'm going to stir it up. And then I'll kind of massage it. So let me get my little wooden spatula so I can kind of get it all together. And see, as I do this, I can look and see, hey, do I have enough egg in here? If it's too wet, then I know I need to put a little bit more of the breadcrumbs. Okay, I don't want it to be dry, but I don't want it to be so wet until it won't hold together because it needs to have a bit of stability. So let me just get it in here, just like that. And you see, you just want to incorporate all of your ingredients and it'll be all lovely and delicious and all that good stuff. So you just kind of mash it together and get it all in. And this is why I stir the egg, because if you crack the egg in here, you got that little white stuff hanging off in there. You got the little white piece that's in the amniotic fluid, that thing there. I forget. It's an embryo. Yeah, that is part of the umbilical cord that will grow. Yeah, I ain't gonna gross y'all out, but anyway, okay, yeah. But it is an embryo. It is a fertilized embryo. Okay, so as you see, this is pretty mixed up. I'm looking at this. I say, Casey, I want some more ketchup because I know I'm gonna need it. So I'm gonna do some more. You can do less. I did another 1/4 cup of ketchup because I wanted to catch up. I know I'm corny, y'all. Anyway, so do you see? And I'm shaking, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shake y'all. Let me lift this up. And I'm shaking y'all, and this screen is going back and forth. And I know y'all gonna be like, oh gosh, I'm getting seasick. I have motion sickness. But see, when I get in the zone, I forget all about that I am not in the kitchen with y'all for real. So I'm gonna take this off like this. Let me get that over here. And now I'm gonna take my hand. I'm gonna do one hand, and I'm just gonna make sure that everything is fully incorporated. Because that's very important. So just like that. All righty. Get that all in here. You want all of your things. And I got a little bit of burger on my finger. So I'm dying to go to the sink and wash my hands. Y'all need to get me some regular hand soap. Because what I was doing, y'all, I've been washing my hands with the darn dishwashing detergent, trying to make sure I'm killing all the bacteria. And what I was doing was killing all of the oils in my hand. Yeah. I killed the good bacteria and the bad one. So right now, this is what you got going on. Okay. It's a little sticky, and this is what you want. You don't want it where it's so dry it's just rolling off like a meatball, because you're going to press this into your muffin tin. Okay. I am going to, beautiful sister, if you can lift this up and they can see me, I'm going to get this thing off. I'm going to need another glove. I'm going to wash this hand. Yes, I am. I'm going to do it. But I'm going to do it with some hand stuff. You can also give me whatever's left there because I got to get some more. Okay. So let me get this glove off. Ooh, yuck. That's nasty. Ugh. Let me wash my hands, y'all. You can stick that right there. All right. So I'm going to get a little bit of this hand soap that the dermatologist said, you should use this. Don't use anything with any smell. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, lady. Okay. I don't like a whole lot of smells because they irritate me. But I like a little smell. So I'm just going to be careful with my hands I'm going to listen for a change. Yeah, I am. Okay, let me get this stuff in the trash because I need some space over here to put my muffin stuff in there. And I'm going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. But what I'm going to do a quick preheat. So if you don't have a quick preheat, that's fine. Just do it before I did. So I'm doing a quick preheat. I'm going to put it on 400. Okay, start it. And I'm going to check I've been giving beautiful assistant her kudos right about my oven. So no, she ain't moving nothing. She just left this big old piece of foil up in here. Nah. She didn't know what I was doing, but I'm going to use it. No, I can't because it has a little bit of something on here and it may smoke my oven. Okay. But anyway, she's trying to act like she did this to be proactive. She ain't do that to be proactive.
No, I was nothing in there to be proactive.
Now I'm going to put a little piece of foil in my oven, and the reason being is, okay, this stuff is going to have oils and juices, and it's not, the muffin tins are not that deep. So what I saw when I did it the other day, they kind of bubbled on top, and luckily I had that there because the foil caught that oil and stuff. So, and it kept them from having to clean my oven. See, I think about folks. I sure do. So let me get this in here before this thing gets hot. Mind you, this is not hot, y'all. I'm not going to get burned. I'm just going to sit this in here so I can put my muffin tins in there. Okay, so that's in. And let me make sure I got all my space over here. I need as much room as I can. Now, again, y'all should know by now, I am paranoid. When it says nonstick, do I believe it? No. So I'm going to take my muffin tins. I'm going to spray them suckers. I don't care. Okay? Because I need them to slide out like they on the playground. I see 15 wonderful people in this here. Chat, can you give me 15 likes? Please, 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 please. I'll be your best friend. Okay, so let me spray. I'm going to spray each one of these just a little, not a lot. With a little cooking spray, just like that. All right.
Teresa popped in and said, "Good morning, everyone."
Good morning, Miss T. How are you today? Okay.
Oh, and also, look, Joe is here too.
Hey there, Joe. How are you? Y'all, let me tell you something. See, these here people that you see in the chat here, these are my ride or die people. I want y'all to be part of this party. We have big fun. And I know everybody can't just stop on a Saturday and be with me in living color. But you probably want to after you watch these things. But you can always watch this afterwards. I'm going to make these where you can see these and you can see what you want. You can listen to me talk or not. But you'll get some good food. I promise. Okay, so now I have greased this. I'm going to take a tablespoon, but I'm going to get these gloves on. I don't want to put too much inside here. The other day, I stuffed them to the rim. I'm not going to stuff them to the rim today. I'm going to use my common sense. Okay? Because I'm thinking that I got the other kind of burger, because burger usually shrinks. This doesn't shrink that much. Okay, so I'm going to get... This is a tablespoon, but it's one of those serving spoons that came with my silverware, and I've never, ever, ever, ever used it. So it's going to get broken in today in front of you guys. Say hello to my little spoon. Okay, so let me get a little spoonful of this. I guess I should put the other glove on it, right? For real. Let me get the other glove on. I'm trying to conserve because my husband has to buy me. Husband, more gloves, hurry. Okay. All right, you doing some cumin with yours? Hey, do you, boo? Who's driving that train? You know what you like? Cumin curry, whatever you want. Okay, let me see if this is too much. So, see, he making his really highly spiced. I got to be careful with these here children. So this is pretty big. I think I'm going to take this down a little. I'm going to get it in the muffin tin and see what it looks like. Then I'll add some more if I want to. So let me just...
Ooh, may I ask one quick question?
Sure.
For myself?
Sure.
These cute little meatloaves that you're making, say I want to make them for like a party or something in advance. Can I freeze them?
Yeah, you can. Yes, good question. Beautiful assistant asked, and I'm sure you heard her, but I have to repeat myself because that's who I am. If you can freeze these, you can freeze these. You just go, that's my oven saying, I'm ready. You can freeze these and you can defrost them, heat them up in the oven, and just put your topping on. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you sure can. Very good for game day. Very good if you make the little mini ones for hors d'oeuvres. Hey, let me get this in here.
I love anything.
Yeah, anything. So that one was perfect because, yep, it went right in. And I'm gonna fill it up. I'm gonna fill her up. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna fill her up just like that. So I'm gonna try to be kind of quick with this because I don't want to keep y'all waiting for this. Okay, so yeah, about this much, this big. And I'm gonna show you what it looked like when I finish. I'm just dropping them in. I just drop them all in and I flatten the top out. Just like that.
Do you think I should tilt the camera down for you?
Yeah, you can.
So they can get a visual?
Yeah, I was going to pull it up, but yeah, that is a good idea. We're going to bring the camera down so you can see how I'm just slapping this in here now. It ain't cute. Okay, so I'm slapping it in here just like that. Okay, and I will probably have some left over. I had some left over the other day, and we just made a regular little piece of meatloaf, which was really good. You know, so I'm just putting this in there just like that. Okay, not of any particular form, just in there because I'm going to neaten it up. You see how that one is nice and neat? That's how the rest of them are going to be. And if I find it's too much, then I'll trim off some of the excess. Yes, I will. Okay, let's see, just a little bit in here. Just a touch of love, a little bit. I know some of y'all too young to even know what I'm talking about, but oh well. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Because I feel like I need some music. And you know, I don't have copyright music to play music while, because I usually play music when I cook. It just passes the time. And those of you who've been with me for this year, you'll see me break into song and stuff, you know, because yeah, I just do that sometimes. So if you don't like the way I sound, you might want to turn the volume down because you know what? I'm singing anyway. All right, so let me get this in here. And I will have a little left over. So I think the next time, if I want to have exact amount, I'm going to do 1.5 pounds for this 12 thing here, because we'll have enough just for a big hamburger left over, and that's fine. We'll have a little mini meatloaf just for me. It came in handy during lunchtime, I tell you, because it was delicious. Okay, so I got a little bit left. I have about maybe a half a pound, so it can be a burger or it can be a very small meatloaf. So let me get this over here. And so now you see it's all jacked up. Now, if you want to leave it jacked up, leave it jacked up. I don't want to leave it jacked up because I am a visual person. And so are the people that I live with. So if you mash them and you clean up the sides, just like that. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfection, but you want to kind of get the tops flat as you can. So when it cooks, then you have a surface to put your frosting on, like a real muffin. Now it's going to rise just a little bit, but of course, you know, this is not bread or pastry or cake, but it will lift up out of here as it cooks. Okay, so we're just going to get that on here just like that. All right. Get them all nice. And it's going to be really cute. Now, like I said, sometimes it may look like a meatball if you don't do it the right way. So you want to do it the right way so you don't have little meatballs. And you have muffins, because the whole purpose of the exercise is for this thing to look like a real muffin. Right. And people are like, okay, is it or is it ain't? You know what I mean? For real, for real. So I'm going to try to do a little fancy piping with the mashed potatoes. Of course, I don't have a pastry bag. I'm showing you the economical way to do some piping with the freezer bag. So let's hope it works, y'all. I'm going to take a little bit of this off because I think that's too much in there, and I'll put that in here. Yeah, let me just get that in there. Are you with me, Jerome? And you know what, guys? Any of you out there, like I said, I'm here every Saturday. If I'm not here Saturday, you need to subscribe because I will put my plans in the community area of YouTube. I am usually here. It is a rare occasion that I am not here every Saturday. This has been a year. Ask anybody. But I do keep you informed. So if you put your notifications on for nothing else but for me, if you want to cook something with me, let me know in the community tab, and I will send you the ingredients ahead of time. And you can grab your ingredients. Or if you want to just cook because you want to cook and not cook what I'm cooking. You know, just because you want some company. I can feel that too. But anyway, the whole purpose of this live is so we can do this stuff together. This, I repeat, is not a mukbang, okay? That's what I'm telling you. I'm taking a little bit of this. I'm going to shave. I'm going to take some of the hair off this one because this one here is too much. And even though Luther says, never too much, it is. Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late. The boss is so demanding. They sure are. Opened the door up, and to my surprise, there you were standing. Who needs to go to work? I wish I could work here. Y'all make it possible to hustle for another dollar. I'd rather be with you. I sure do. Cause you make my heart scream and holler. Love is a gamble, and I'm so glad that I am winning. What's the rest? Oh, we've come a long way, and yet this is only the beginning of my love. This is so good. I can't wait till this is done. I'm gonna clean this up. Okay, nice and flat. I'm gonna get a paper towel, clean that up. I'm gonna take these gloves off. And then I'm gonna get this puppy in the oven. I'm gonna get the greens on. And then we're gonna talk about this coffee. Is it really breaking your budget? Okay, because honey, y'all know, or if you don't know, Casey do instant. And I'm crying because instant coffee, this getting expensive. I don't know about no $12, $13 for a little itty bitty bottle of coffee or whatever. You know, I don't know. So y'all tell me what you think. We will discuss it. You were saying what? Little beautiful sister? Now, I don't know now. I don't know. Okay, y'all, let me get this in the garbage. I'm gonna get this in the oven. Okay, so just like that. Just like that. Okay, we're gonna pop this in the oven, y'all. Okay, get this in. Make sure it's on my foil. Bring my foil up. Okay. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull the foil sides up just in case it decides to want to act ugly. Okay, I'll stick it in there. Put it in the center of your oven. The center of your oven is the sweet spot. Remember that word, sweet spot. Okay, got it in there. Let me make sure that I got this fully covered because I don't want this leaking. Let me get a pot holder. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull this out because I'm thinking this may be not big enough because when I did it the last time, the juice had leaked. And I need just to pull this up just a little bit. I'm just going to kind of put a little barrier around here. Yeah, I am. In case it decides that it want to do its thing. Okay. All right. Yeah, well, if they look flicked, we'll do like we do with real cake. We'll put extra frosting on it so you can't. We'll put extra frosting on it so you can't tell that it's doing the gangster lane. How about that? I'm giving y'all too much of my secrets. Yes, I am. Okay, so the beautiful sister can come over here and rid me of some of this mess. I'm going to get over here and I'm going to put this bacon into my pot, my nice pot over here. And I just need everything. Yeah, I just need everything. I'm push this back some because we both got hips and ain't no room. Okay, that's how that works. Anyway, so I'm going to fry up my bacon. Now, this is very simple. I keep bacon fat on hand, so I add bacon fat and the bacon. Why do I do that? Because it helps it cook faster, and that means I don't have to wait. So I'm going to put this on 30 minutes, the meatloaf. And we're going to see where we at. Okay, let me put the timer on, 30 minutes, and begin. And I did the wrong one. Let's do it again. So now I got to fix my stove, Lord. Okay, I did, yeah. No, I ain't mean to do that, y'all. I jacked it up. Okay, but no worries. I'm going to put the quick reheat on. I'm going to do 400. I'm going to do it really fast before the temperature goes down. And I'm going to start it again. Now, I'm going to put this on 30 minutes. Don't y'all giving me hard. Yeah, I know I'm tripping, right? Okay, so I hate all of these newfangled things. What happened to the old-fashioned stove? Okay, I can live with that. I can live with phones that are connected to the wall with a cord, too. Mm-hmm. Sure can. Y'all know nothing about that either, you little youngin' people. Okay. So, way back. Okay, so I'm going to do 30. Okay, and that's going to be on. All right, see, ta-da! There you go. All right, so that needs to go. This needs to go. I'll keep this glove. I can take everything away with the exception of my paprika, my pepper, and I can take all this other stuff away.
Okay.
I need my Casey's blessing because I never leave home without it. It's like American Express. It will. Once I can get it on the market, it's going to be my American Express. Trust me. Because once you go for Casey's blessing, you will be blessed and highly flavored, and you will never go back.
I already smell food. Dang. It's only been in there a minute. I smell that flavor.
Okay, so wait a minute. It's something.
No. It's just the meat.
Oh, yeah, the meat is very arrow. She's like, I already smell it. So I'm like, okay, is it burning?
No. Good smells.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this is over here. Could you rinse this off for me? Because I'm gonna need that. I have her washing my wooden spatula because that's my friend, and I need that to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna just clean that up. I didn't know I had gloves on, and I got my bacon fat down here, y'all. I got my bacon. And you supposed to give me? I ain't got no bacon fat in here. I got some more.
Yeah, but you said okay. I'm gonna bring them.
No,
on.
I want the one with the most
That
in
one.
it. Okay, never mind. So I'm lying to y'all thinking I got this. I used a lot of bacon fat last Sunday. Okay.
You can work it out. This one.
This should be enough. This should be enough. This is fine. I gotta cook some more bacon. Last Sunday, not only did I cook all day on Saturday for y'all, I decided to get advantageous. I got up and cooked a special breakfast, which the video is coming out. You're gonna love it. They are breakfast pastries. They are the bomb. And then I made some special turkey wings. Anyway, I digress. So let me get over here.
She did the thing.
And I have this big pot here to put my greens in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here this way. And I'm going to bring you guys a little closer. I'm going to be careful because you're attached to a cord now. Okay, so I need a plastic spoon.
I can do that. Because you know that's all knives.
Oh, I forgot. No, but see, look, y'all. This is why you keep the knives. Okay, I'm going to take 2 or 3 of these knives out. Okay, I don't need a spoon.
Okay.
See, I'm saving the spoons. I'm gonna use the knives. Now I have 3. That way I don't cross contaminate. Now I'm gonna juggle. See, there you go. See, look. See, look at that. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. No. Okay, so let me spray this pan because y'all know I can, and I'm gonna spray this. It doesn't really need it. These are expensive, non-cooked things, but guess why they look so pretty? Because I take care of my stuff. All right, I'm going to turn this on, and they heat up really quickly. So I'm not going to do high. I'll probably do an 8. Once it starts to heat, I'm going to take this bacon that I have over here. I'm going to dump it in there. I'm going to flatten it out in the pan, and I'm going to put a top on it, and I'm going to put my bacon fat in. I think I'll put the bacon fat in first. So while that is heating up, I'm going to put my bacon fat in. The more bacon fat you have, the better the greens taste. You can use chicken fat. You can use olive oil if you want to. Don't use anything. That's up to you. But this is how we roll up here. Pig ain't safe up in this house. I'm just letting you know.
You pig or cow?
Yeah, any kind of meat product. So I'm using a tablespoon of my bacon fat and put it in here with the knife. Because I don't care what happens to this knife, because guess what? I got too many of them. So I'm going to take that just like that. I'm going to let that kind of melt in here. That's the oven saying it's back on again after Casey messed around and turned her off. Okay, but it's cooking. It stayed hot, so it's a good thing. Now see, this is starting to smoke already because these pots get hot really quickly. I haven't even put the bacon fat in here good and it's smoking. So I'm going to take it down to a 5. Which is like a medium on my stove. A medium on my stove. Okay, and still it wants to smoke. So I'm gonna hurry up and get this bacon up in here, y'all. So I'm putting this bacon in just like that.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
Clean up on our 5.
Yes, clean up on our 5. I just killed the embryo. Oh no.
Do you need another?
No, I don't need another one. I'm just sad that was gone because that was an eggless best egg.
Oh no.
No!
It's okay.
Okay, beautiful assistant is cleaning up the egg mess.
You just step on over that, I'll spray.
Okay, I'm going to step on over and we're going to pretend like that didn't happen. We're going to pretend like this didn't happen. This is what happens when lives go on. Okay,
It
so
was redacted.
I'm taking... Listen, they making me crazy over here. I'm taking it and I'm breaking up because you see, I told you, little assistant, beautiful assistant had Jasoned up my bacon. It was supposed to be cute like on the thumbnail. So I am separating the pieces of the bacon so it can lay flat inside here. And then I'm going to quickly bring this pot over here so you can see what I'm talking about. You want to separate it, let it lay flat so it can cook evenly and quickly. Okay, so this is what I got going on, y'all. Okay, well, it moves to the side, but it's flat. Okay, so let me get this over here. Put this back on here because I got the kind of stove top that if the pot is removed, the heat goes off. I'm going to take this back to a 5, and now I'm going to put a top on here. Why am I putting the top on here? Because it helps circulate more heat, and it's going to help cook that bacon really quickly. While I cook the bacon, I'm going to show y'all my little hack that I use to make sure that these greens are somewhat clean. And between that and the heat, I'll just pray. But yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to tell you, sometimes dirt tastes good. That's all I can tell you. But anyway, okay, I like these greens now. I try to let them unthaw. Okay, so they're pretty unthawed. What you don't want to do is follow the directions. If you follow directions, you will have nasty stuff. If you follow my directions, you will have greens that everybody thought that you picked and cooked for hours. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this up, and then I'll show you what I'll do. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so let me just move this stuff out the way because I need my sink for this action. Okay, I'll move that out the way. And what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to take my colander. I'm going to open up the greens in here. I'm going to look through the greens and I'm going to rinse them off. If I don't see any creatures big and small, we're good to go. Okay? No, I've never seen anything, but you know what? Like I said, I'm paranoid. Okay? If I don't do it myself, then I feel that, hey, I have to be Inspector Gadget. That's just me. Everybody don't be tripping like I do, but I'm gonna tell you like this: when y'all come up in this kitchen, y'all know, and you're not gonna eat nothing nasty or dirty. That's just the way that is.
Stop being paranoid. Let's be cautious.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Some people are less cautious than others. Ding, ding, ding. Your restaurants. Anyway, I'm just saying. Let's start cooking some of this stuff at home. Okay, so I'm taking this, and this is 2 bags because that'll be enough for my family. You probably only need 1 if you are less. So it's about 14 ounces of this stuff. So let me get it in here, just like that. And I'm going to show you. It's a little frost on here, but it's not a big deal. In this state, you can take your hand and you can run through this and you can look at each thing and you look at your stems and you look at, whatever, and you run some water on it and kind of get that frost off so you can get ready for your pot. And it just makes me feel like, hey, I'm rinsing these greens off.
Hey, we can work smart, not hard, man.
Exactly. So, and use cold water, y'all. Don't use hot water like I just almost did. Okay, so I'm just rinsing these off and helping to finish unthawing them. Okay, just rinsing off my kale. Just like that. And you may have, and as you're rinsing, you want to feel through them. I would let them fully get unthawed. So take them out, in the morning, if you're going to do afternoon cooking, or they'll unthaw. It'll take about an hour to unthaw. In my house, probably longer because my house is always freezing cold. But, take it out. You can take it out the night before, put it in the fridge, and then take it out for about 30 minutes. I'm doing the other bag now. But this bag looks like it's all clear. So let me do the second bag. Make sure I get all of them out because trust me, these are so delicious until you don't want to leave a drop. So I'm going to run that water. Let me turn my water down just a little bit because it's running a little bit too hard. And I'm going to rinse these off, run my hands through them, break up any kind of knots or lumps so I can see if there are too many long stems. Because when I do my own greens, I take these stems out. But, when you're doing manufactured in a factory, you're not trying to be as meticulous as I am. So I cook it so well until the stems are very, very soft. And that's the thing. And I'm going to show you my secret. I keep telling you, this company that I'm about to show you about, I use for everything almost. And they better give me a brand deal. Because, honey, I pump them up because I believe in them. I don't tell you anything that I don't believe in, anything that I don't use. I will not endorse anything that I am not personally using, tasted, or think that it's a good thing, because that to me is unethical. So trust me, when I say something is good, it's because I tried it, I think it's good, and I want you to give it a shot.
Casey seal of approval.
You know, so. Okay, so now I'm draining this. I'm going to throw these bags away. And I'm going to get a paper plate. And I'm going to put the greens in my colander on the sit here on the side on my counter. So all that water can drain out. Okay, so let me just get that. And this is what you got, guys. Okay, now as you can see, I'm going to show you a perfect example. Now, I hope you can see this. Let me see. So if you guys can see, you see that little spot right there? That would be a spot that Casey would throw away. Why? Because, did you see it? Okay, this spot, that right there. You see that? I would throw this away. Now, you wouldn't notice if you hadn't went through these greens. I'm just saying. So now, you take them, and I'm going to put the greens over here. I'm going to check on my bacon, because I hear my bacon singing a song. So I want to make sure that my bacon's okay. Are you okay, bacon? You're okay. See, it just talked to me.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah. See, bacon said, it's all right. I'm all right. Okay, so I'm going to check the bacon, y'all. Let's see. What did I do with my spatula? Okay, so let me get over here. There you go. I'm going to lift it so you see. You got condensation, but this condensation is a good thing because the steam is circulating in this pot, and it's going to take the fraction of the time to brown this bacon. You want to make sure it's done. It doesn't have to be crisp, because guess what? It's going to finish cooking while you're cooking your kale. But you want to make sure that it's done before you put the kale in there. Okay. You can even do this with ham hocks or smoked neck bones or turkey necks or whatever you want. You just cook your turkey necks ahead of time, and then you put the rest of it together. Not hard at all. Okay, let me pull this over here. I'm going to get another one of these little lovely things so I don't mess up my counter. Ooh, that bacon smells good. Okay. Can someone pass me my coffee, because I'm a little parched, guys. Yes, I am. Okay, so now I'm going to show you why I have these. This is something that my mom used to do. She used to cook her collard greens with the fluid. Well, she used a different type of cherry peppers, and sometimes she would get the hot ones, because my father liked a little spice, but then she would get the mild ones, and I think they were B&G brand, if anybody's familiar with that, a bigger bottle. But these are cheaper. I don't really use them. I do put the cherry peppers in there because when they cook, it's really good. But anyway, this is sweet and mild. But the juices that it is marinated in works really well for giving you that sweet and tangy Southern style collard green, kale, turnip green, whatever. Okay. Trust the process. So I'll be using this. I'll be putting a little bit of garlic in here. I will be putting some black pepper. I will be putting Casey's blessing, of course. Okay. I will also be putting, and I'll put it away, some of my celery seeds. I'm sorry, listen, flakes. See, this is what happens. This is why you have a beautiful assistant, so you don't sit up there and make these mistakes and look crazy on YouTube. Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my onion powder. I don't know why I put all this stuff away, because I know I needed it. Okay. And I'm going to get, what else am I going to get? I'm going to go back old school, y'all. And I'm going to get just a little bit of Lowry's, but this is low sodium. I'm going to get that. And anything else I think of, what the kitchen sink. How about that? Okay, so let me take a little sip of my coffee. Y'all do the same. I'm thirsty. Now, this is not going to quench my thirst. However, it'll tell my mind, tell me that. And it's still cold. Well, I'm sorry. This is cold. Yeah. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's cold. Me no do no cold coffee. Okay. Yes. Welcome.
It's warm.
Welcome my coffee to the little microwave.
It's literally warm.
Yes. Okay. So Let me just move this over here. I'm going to check my bacon again because y'all want to get everything settled. Then I'm going to run it down to y'all. Then I'm going to go sit down because my back is saying, time to sit down, Casey. So I'm going to get this stuff on. This is going to be cooking. And then I'm going to go and talk. We're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about it. How about that? I know y'all just can't wait. All right. Let me stir this. Okay. And be careful when you lift your top because it is water is hitting this hot grease and it will pop you. So be careful. Okay, I'm almost about there to put my greens in. Now, this particular, every frozen green is going to tell you a different dynamic to use as far as preparing them. Some of them will tell you to put a little bit of water in and bring it to a boil and put your greens in. Some will tell you put a whole lot of water in there and put your greens in. Some will tell you don't put no water in there, just put your greens in there frozen and the water will melt off of the green. I tell you that I am going to take this lovely bacon and I'm going to make a wonderful juice or juice, a sauce, not even a sauce, but a lovely mixture to put my greens in and cook them. And they're going to be so good. I wish I could invite you here. I wish I could like take the bowl and like put it through the camera and you could eat it. Unfortunately, technology has not taken us there yet. One day, I guess, maybe, who knows? Anywho, let me see what we got going on here. All right, okay. So right about now, I'm going to take this off. Now, you're going to say, oh, it's not crispy brown, but it's done. It doesn't need to be crispy brown right now because we're going to cook some more. Okay, right now, you're at the point where you can put your greens in, whatever kind of greens they are. Okay, so, but with these particular greens, they say to put a little bit of water in here. So I'm going to put a cup of water in here, and I'm going to put the juice of my cherry peppers in here. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay, so let me get a cup, measuring cup, get a little bit of water, put it in there. And it really, like I said, you want to put enough water in there so these things can kind of steam through. Let me take this top off. Let me put this water. So I'm going to do a cup, just like that. No, I'm going to do two. I take that back. I'm going to do 2 cups. Okay. And I'll do 3 cups. This pan is big. I'm going to do 3 cups. So it depends on the size of your pan. Okay. Because I do want to have some pot liquor. Pot liquor is that lovely juice that comes off of these greens once they've cooked down. So I'm going to bring this back up because I want this to come to a nice rapid boil. Then I'm going to put my greens in and I'm going to show you a little secret. This is how you make sure that your greens are going to be as tender as you want them to be. Now, I know some people want to have a little crunch. Southern people who cook collard greens and stuff like that, they don't want no crunch. They cook them to death. That's why it takes so long, but they taste good. So I'm not going to cook them to death, and I'm still going to get the same results. So let me just move this back a little. You see this? This little lovely thing called Adolph's Meat Tenderizer. Well, you say, this is for meat. No, it's for anything you want to tenderize. I have put this on everything except for a cake. If I want it to be tender, I don't care what the cut of meat is. If you got some vegetables that you want to cook really fast and get them tender, this will do the trick. Trust and believe. If you got a ham hock, you want that to cook in half the time, put this on the ham hock. Watch my video. I got a video of some Great Northern beans. There you go, right there. Okay, I'm just telling you. And no MSG. This is made naturally. It does have a little salt content. So for those of you who are worried about the salt, make sure there's no salt and nothing else if you're using this. This is a great brine. It's a dry brine. It's a quick dry brine. Okay.
I'm going to interrupt you guys for 2 seconds because there is like a weird black ring here and I don't know what.
Yeah, she's trying to fix it. Yeah, I'm looking at something and she's trying to fix my camera. I don't know what's going on with this thing.
I don't know.
Okay, just close your eyes for a minute.
Yeah, pretend you don't. Okay, it looks a little better.
Okay, that looks better because it was looking kind of blurry. How come y'all didn't tell me? Okay, I thought y'all was my friend. Okay, yeah. So this is coming to a boil. I took it up to 8. Let me get my other spoon here. Okay. And when it rapidly boils, a rapid boil, okay, a regular boil is when, oh, sitting at the dock of the bay. And a rapid boil is, what could be a rapid boil? Danger! That one. So now we're at the point of, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Because you want it to be rapid, because when you greens hit it, it's going to lower the temperature. So wait for it. It's rapidly boiling. So now's the time. Now's the time to add. So I'm going to hold this because I want to put the juice in just like that, all of it. And then I'm going to take my cherry peppers and I'm going to take. I'm going to. They got me crazy over here. I'm going to take some of the cherry peppers and put them in here so it can cook along with it. And mine remain whole. You just don't do a whole lot of disturbing. Now I'm going to let this come up to another ferocious boil. And then I'm going to put my greens in. So in order to make it go faster, I'm going to take this up to a high because I don't have patience to wait. I don't want to wait for these greens or for this water to boil. Okay, there you go. It's doing it. It's doing it. I'm stirring. Okay, there you go. Come on. Hey, we can just have some flavorful water. How about that? Okay, so it is rapidly boiling again. So I'm going to take my greens, guys, and I'm going to spoon the greens in here. I'm trying not to make a big plot so I don't make a mess. But I'm going to get them all in, just like that. Okay, put that in there. I'm going to separate them, make sure that they are not in a lump. Okay. And I'll take it off of here quickly so you can see. This is what you want to do. You want to make sure that it is separate right there in the pot. They're all separated. I'm going to get it back on here, let it continue to boil. And what I'm going to do is in 2 minutes of boiling, I'm going to put the top on. When it comes to a rapid boil, then we add our 8-ounce meat tenderizer. You don't add any other seasonings to this but that. This is going to start to tenderize these greens. When your greens go from looking, and I meant to show you, I got a little green over here, so I'm going to show you. When they're raw, they look this color, almost forest green color. When they get done and they really are cooked, they turn to almost a olive green color. So you will see they dull out, they're not as vibrant, and they turn olive green. That's the southern greens. Now, if you want the nutrients, you can eat it like this, okay? I don't care about the nutrients. I care about the taste. So okay. You get a little bit of nutrient, but you know what? It's keto. That's all I can say. You know, I am cooking southern greens. I'm not cooking the new age. Everything got to be half raw. I come from the life where I need cooked food. Just me. You do you, boo. How are you doing, Jerome? You've been mighty quiet over there. How's it going? See, Jerome is cooking with me. So I have to check on him from time to time. So I'm just tidying up over here, guys. Oh, see, it's coming to a boil quickly. So I said 2 minutes. It's been 1 already, just me running my mouth. So let me just get this over here. Put that there. And it is rapidly boiling. Then I'm going to put my meat tenderizer on it. Okay. All right. So you see, you can tell by the steam that it's boiling pretty rapidly. So I'm going to take this off. Let me stick this over here so I don't get this liquid all over my counter. It's doing its thing. So I'm going to stir. And now I'm going to hit it with my 8-ounce meat tenderizer. And then I'm going to turn it down.
Jerome said, I'm cooking and I'm cleaning at the same time.
Good job.
I'm just getting my meat in the pan at this time.
Good job, Jerome. Cooking and cleaning at the same time is a good thing because after you eat this meal, you're going to want to do what? Roll over. Roll over. So I'm just saturating this with this meat tenderizer because it's going to help tenderize these greens. So I put maybe about a teaspoon and a half. Well, probably less than that because I'm shaking it. But I'm trying to do maybe a teaspoon and a half. And like I said, you will not require any other salting or anything else. Okay, and I'm stirring this in. Let me get this off of here. And I'm going to put the top back on when I can find it. Yeah, I forgot I took it over here. Put the top on. And now I'm going to turn the flame down. So let me bring the flame down to a 5. Kind of let it start to cook. I don't want all the liquid to come out, but I do want to reduce it. So as it reduces, you can tell that it's, getting tender. When this turns the colors, when it starts to turn colors, it starts to look olive color, that is when I will introduce the rest of my seasonings. Until then, What I am going to do is I'm going to switch eyes. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make my mashed potatoes because my mashed potatoes need to be cold when I pipe them. Okay? So, let me get this over here. Let me put this, I have this on a 5. Turn this on, I guess. Bring that down to 5. Just like that. Okay. Bring that over, transfer, and let's wipe off the stove because we're going to do like Jerome does. We're going to clean as we go. So just wipe that off.
Hey, did you turn off your timer? Did you have a timer for the meat?
Yes, I did. And,
I don't see it anymore.
Okay, well, then you just got a lesson of how Casey cooks. Because Casey will look, and I'm going to see what I got. Let me see what I got. Okay, see, that's looking good. So right now, we've been about 30 minutes. Let me put this over here.
Okay, so Jerome's giving us a little more information. I got a 6 deep dish muffin pan. So I guess it makes 6 big ones.
Yeah.
And I got leftovers for a burger and a half, maybe 2 burgers.
Oh, good. Or 2 little meatloafs.
Yeah, or 2 little meatloaves. My oven is preheated at 350 at the moment. How long will a 20-minute half hour?
I would start at 25 minutes. You got 6 big ones. Okay. I have a thermometer. I don't know if you have one, Jerome, but I'm going to let you see what this looks like. And I'm going to stick this in the middle to make sure that it's done because I'm thinking that they are. And so my ground meat thermometer says, and it's so small, I can't hardly see the thing. Okay, 160 degrees in the middle of this meat. Okay, so let me just open this up, get my oven mitt. Let me push this back a little bit, y'all. Okay, just like that. And let me bring this down just a little. Okay, so y'all see what this looks like. They're all nice and brown and toasty and crispy, and they're floating in their juices. So I'm just going to stick a little right there and see. And I see it's kind of soft. It probably needs to cook a little more. I really can't see this in this light. Here, come over here, beautiful assistant. Beautiful assistant's going to give it a shot. But they're real tender. They're floating around in their little juices. Okay. They're really soft.
It's in the middle.
You know that?
They hot. Big 210 in the middle.
Okay.
That one was.
Yeah, because they may be ready.
They're all over 200.
Okay, so these are ready. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take them out and I'm going to put my ketchup on them and let the ketchup cook on it. I should have made my potatoes ahead of time, and you can, but no worries because we're going to make it work. Okay, I need another mitt so I can get this out. And see, it was good that I didn't put too much in here. When I did the other day, I put a lot, and then the grease kind of came over the juices. But I'm not having this issue today. All right, so let me get this out. And what you want to do, you do have some juice in here, as you can see. Yes, you can. Can you guys see the juice?
Yeah.
Okay, that juice you don't want. So you can do one or two things. You can pour it out and mess up your oven, your tin, or you can take them out Then pour it out, clean out your tins, and then put them back. Okay. I am going to take them out because there's a lot of juice here. And I'm just going to stick them on a paper plate, and then I'm going to pour that juice off because I don't need the juice. Okay. I'm going to pour the juice off, and I'm going to put some ketchup on the tops and put them back so the ketchup can solidify. Then I'll take them out, and then we'll pipe our potatoes. Well, I gotta cook them, but you know what I mean. So let me get this out. In the future, do your potatoes ahead of time because you do want them to be room temperature at least. Okay. So let me be careful because, oh yeah, that's doing real good. And see, it's turned colors already. It's turning from that vibrant green to olive green. Okay, so let me find my tongs because I have to be careful with these because they're really tender and soft. You said they're where?
In the cup.
I don't see you. Oh, there they go. They were hiding from me. So let's see if I can get this out. Matter of fact, maybe I should turn this away from you guys. That way, if I can't get it out and it crumbles, then I can pretend like it was perfect. How about that? Okay, let me see. Yeah, we family, but I ain't trying to be on national TV looking like Boo Boo Fool.
There we go.
Okay, there's one. Shoot, I could have made these a little bigger because they kind of shrunk up a little. Did they lie to me and tell me that this was a bison and it ain't? We gonna find out. Maybe that's why I was so cheap, y'all. This was the bison's second cousin.
Bison said buy some more.
Yeah, right? Oh yeah, I gotta get all this liquid out because. But it's just, I'm not going to say that it's bad. They're very moist because, like I said, I didn't do a lot of breadcrumbs, which is what I didn't want to do. And the more breadcrumbs you do, the more solidified they are. But I like for my meatloaf to be melt in your mouth. So I don't do that. I need another plate because this one's not big enough. So I'm going to take these out. I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to put them back in the muffin tin. But I got to get some of this liquid out of here.
Oh, Jerome sent you a picture to your phone, by the way.
Okay.
So we can show that.
Okay. Jerome is sending me live shots, y'all.
Right.
What I'm going to do, y'all, once our website gets up, I'm going to have a monthly subscription, which probably be $2 or $3, maybe $5 at the most. And one of the features of it will be that we will once a month do a live cooking Zoom. So you will cook with me live. We can talk. We can joke. We can have some fun. We can do some things. How about that? So let me get this over here because now I need to clean out my muffin tin because my muffin tin is full of juice. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm looking for my, there we go. I was looking for my oven mitt. Okay, so this is what you don't want. Now, usually when you have a meatloaf, let me show y'all. Y'all see all this fluid in there floating around? Okay, that's nothing but seasoned juices. It's not bad, but I don't want that on my meatloaf because I don't want to pick it up and it's dripping. So I want it to dry out. So I took it out. Let me put y'all back up to where y'all don't get seasick. Just like that. Yes. I got beautiful assistant over there singing songs. So now I'm going to pour this out, and I'm going to clean up my muffin tin. And I'm going to put the muffins back in. Yes, I am the muffin man. Okay, I'm going to clean this up and then put them back in. Just a little bit. Let's get that nice and clean. So I can put them back in there. And y'all know what I'm doing, right? I'm sitting here washing these dishes with no gloves on. With what? Dawn dishwashing detergent. Old habits die hard. I hope that my dermatologist is not watching. And she's gonna be like, okay, this is why this didn't work in 2 weeks. because you have been violating. I'm sorry. You know, old habits die hard, y'all. Okay, so now we're gonna find out if this really is nonstick, because I'm not gonna spray any oil on it, because I do not want any more juices coming out that need to. So I'm just drying these out, just like it is. Make it nice and clean. Okay, so they're all dry, just like that. Let me get the bottom dry, because I don't want to hear no funny noises when I put them back in the oven. Okay, so now I'm gonna let you see what they look like. So this is what they look like now. Okay, now you can eat them like this because they're very flavorful if you just want to do that and forget the rest. But no, we're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna put these back in, and then I'm gonna get some ketchup on them. Just like that, put them back in. Put them in the oven, let the ketchup kind of solidify on the top, because that's going to be part of the base before I frost them with the mashed potato. And by the way, I'm making my mashed potatoes a little garlicky, because I like that flavor. You don't have to, but that's what I want. And that's what everybody liked. So I figure like this. Why mess up the process?
That ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay, I got them all back in here now. These are going to be really nice and juicy and moist. It's going to be really good. Okay, let me get that in here. All right, so now at this point, if you didn't have to get all this juice off yours, and yours came just out of the oven, you'd have them like this. Let me push you back some. Okay, you'd have them like this. And so you take your ketchup, and let me get another one of my trusted plastic knives. Woo! See, they coming in handy.
Yeah.
Okay, but before I do that, now you see this is really going. So I'm looking at this through the glass top, and what I see is it is changing color. So what is it time to do now? Season it. Season it. Okay, so I'm going to put that just like that.
Woo. Okay, and that's when we put in our butter too, right?
Right, we put the butter in right before we're done. But we're going to put our seasoning in now. So the first thing I'm going to do is put this celery flakes in here so they can kind of wilt and get soft. Okay, so I'm going to do a teaspoonful of celery flakes, just like that, on top. I'm going to take my onion powder. What did I drop? Oh, I dropped this bottle of almost empty Lawry's. Lowry said, don't forget me. I ain't going to forget you, baby. Okay, so I'm going to do a teaspoonful of onion powder. Sprinkle that in. And next time I'm just take the top off, because this doggone onion powder is not coming out of here like I wanted to. But I'm going to get it out. Just like that. I am going to do a half a teaspoonful of this low sodium Lowry's. And that's about all I got left in here. Put that on the list, Lowry's. Okay? I am going to take, and I'm going to put a whole teaspoon and a half of this minced garlic. Just like that. All right. Ooh, it smells so good. Ooh, that smells good. I'm going to do my Casey's blessing, and I'm just going to let it rain. Okay? Because I can. Why? Because it's my kitchen. Okay? So I'm going to let it rain with some Casey's blessing. Make sure the whole top of these greens have that seasoning. Okay? And then I'm going to put my pepper, and I'm going to use this pepper here and stand over here and toil, okay, and do that. So I'm doing probably about a half a teaspoonful of this ground black pepper. Now at this point, you're going to adjust according to taste as this cooks down. Okay, so let me see. I think I got everything in here. I think I put everything in here. Okay, everything except for my secret ingredient, butter. Butter will go at the end. And so will, I'm going to stir this up. I'm stirring the ingredients up into the greens. And they're already getting soft, just like that. That's what I'm telling you. You tell everybody. When you make these greens, oh, I picked them all night. I had to cook them for 4 hours. This is the result. I will not tell a living soul.
Oh,
Because you did cook them. You did make them homemade because you made them in your house.
hey.
You checked them that they were clean. And you did your thing. Okay, so let me put this top back on here. Now I'm going to reduce the heat. Take it down to a 3 because I want my liquid is reducing. Now I'm putting it back at 4. I want it to reduce a little, but I don't want it to reduce all the way. All right, let me get my ketchup. Clean that up right there and get back to my meatloaf. And I'm just going to be very careful because sometimes you get the ketchup out the bottle. Do you ever get like that thin liquid that comes off of it first? I hate that.
I think that's the vinegar separation.
Yeah, it separates. So I'm just going to do the top of this, put a little bit of ketchup on each one, and then I'll spread it just like that. Just like that. And like that. And like this. And, okay. On there. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna spread it on nicely so it can start solidifying while it's in the oven. Just spread it on there nicely. You don't have to do a whole lot, to it, because remind you, you're gonna put your potatoes on top. And I got to get those done, but they only take a few minutes. And even if I can't pipe them, then I will spoon them nicely on top, so we don't have to wait for them to get cool. But in the future, if you want to do the beautiful thing that I did on the thumbnail, you want it to be cool, and then you just pipe it all around in a circle. It's not hard. Okay, so let me just throw this out. Move that over. I'm going to get these back into the oven for about 5 minutes or less. I just want to make sure that the ketchup is heated and it's starting to solidify. So let me get another piece of foil because I don't trust that pan. And I don't want no mess in my oven. And let me put this foil in the oven. Okay, yes. In the oven. All right, let's get that in here. Just like that. Okay, let me get this back in here. Okay, a little bit of ketchup on the pie pan, on the muffin pan. I took it off. Let's get that in here. I'm going to do 5 minutes, and I'm going to lick my finger, and I'm going to wash my hand. Okay, I'm going to push this in. I'm going to do 5 minutes, and this time, y'all make sure that I turn the doggone timer on.
Yeah.
Let me see. I need to spread that one.
It might have got knocked at some point.
Yeah, probably when I bent into this. This stove is very, very sensitive. I'm just spreading this because it's one I forgot to spread all the way. I wanted to have even coating. So when you bite into it, you get a taste of everything. Okay? Let me get that there. And let me put this in. Like that. Timer. What did I say? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
5 on. Okay, there you go. All right, let's get this party started with these potatoes. So you just want to, depending on the potato you buy, like I said, these are on sale. So I think I probably will use, I'm not sure if I want to use all of them because I don't think I'm going to need all of them. But anyway, just follow the instructions with one exception. I use broth instead of water. You can use water. It doesn't really matter. But, I got to do mine. I got to be extra. So this says that you need 2 cups of boiling water or broth, and then you just stir it in. Of course, I'm going to season up my broth. So I'm going to do 2 cups. Matter of fact, I'm going to do 4 because I'm going to do 2 of these because I have that extra hamburger meat. So I'm going to make a little meatloaf and I can have some potatoes for another time. Because you can freeze them too.
Oh,
okay. And I got this pot on here. This is what I was telling you. When you put a pot on one of these eyes here, it starts heating up the pot. When you take it off, the eye is not hot. And I didn't turn the eye off when I moved it, and I had my pot on there, and it's just a heating. Just a heating it is. So this is still rapidly boiling. Ooh, they're almost done. And let me take this down. I'm going to take it down to a 3 because I do want my pot liquor. Yes, I do. All right. So let me get this over here. Wipe that off. I got my cup measurement over here. Yeah. Y'all smell my pot. My pot was heating up, ain't had nothing in it. Y'all was about to witness a catastrophe live. Okay, so I have this. So I'm going to be using some beef broth because this is beef. You can use chicken if you want. Okay, I see Jerome has got some movement going up in there. So tell me something good, Jerome.
He said, I got 2 packages. I got a family size of roasted garlic and another one of applewood smoked bacon.
Ooh, you should do both.
That's a total of 6 cups for me of water. So I can maybe mix them together. That'd be an interesting flavor.
Yep. That's going to be good. Okay, so that's 2. And I'm going to do 4 of these. 3. Well, it's a little, it's not quite 4. It's like 4 and a quarter. 4. Okay, so that's 4 that I got that over there. Let me put my top back on. And then I'm going to put my seasonings in. Because I told you I'm making me some garlic mashed potatoes. So the first thing that I'm going to do is wipe this mess up off my counter because I just splattered. Okay. And then second, I'm going to get my Casey's blessing. Yeah, I am. I'm going to get Casey's blessing. I'm going to put this in this pot. And I'm going to bring the pot over here because that way you can see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to share my life with you. Okay. I think about the day that we met. Huh? Okay, more? Okay, there you go. Casey's blessing. You know, I'm gonna bless it. I'm blessing my broth. Okay. Then it's not gonna be a whole lot of stuff here. I'm gonna take a teaspoonful of this garlic, and this is why I have to buy so much of it because I use so much of this stuff when I cook on the weekends. It's a shame. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little bit of pepper. If I can get it open. I'm trying my best to use this pepper up, y'all, because I'm sick of this thing. Okay, got that. And then I'm going to get a little piece of butter. Not a lot, just a little. Because I don't want these potatoes to be too I want them to be stiff. I don't want them to be too soft. Because remember, I'm making frosting. Okay. So let me get a little bit of this here. Open that up. And, okay, so I'm going to use, about a pat of butter. So about, one of them. Tablespoon of butter. Okay, the rest will be going you know where. Okay, and so now I'm just going to take this, I'm going to put it on the stove and bring it to a boil. That's all it takes. I'm going to stir it up a little with that knife. Make sure the garlic is distributed in here and not in one clump. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to start it at 8 so it can do a boiling really quickly. Okay, there you go. And I'm going to wait for it to boil. And then I'm going to open up my potatoes because when it starts boiling, you really got to get it in pretty quick. Okay, and of course, this is not the easy one to open. Okay, so that's 5 minutes. We're going to check our meatloaf. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, you hush your mouth. Hush up. Okay. Bring that. Let's see what we got going because I think I'm going to give it another few minutes because I want it to get a little bit more stiff. But it's looking good. Looking good. I think I'm going to give it another 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes. Looking at that. Looking at this. Now, where was I? Trying to open up these darn things here. Okay, now it has a little piece where it says tear here, but it ain't letting me tear it. Okay, so I ain't getting no scissors. I'm taking a knife. I'm gonna take a knife and take it right across just like that. So I want to have it open because when this boils, once it boils, then you need to be able to put your mashed potatoes in right away. So I'm gonna open up both of these. Just like that. Okay. Get that in the sink. I'm going to get this in the garbage while that is boiling because it's kind of sitting there. Just because when I say that it's going to boil fast, it never listens. It's just as hard-headed as it wants to be. Okay, I'm just letting you know. So, I got that. I'm waiting for this boiling situation. Okay. Oh, my kale. My kale. My kale is on fire. Woo, yes. I think I can take it up because it got a lot of pot liquor. It really yielded a lot of pot liquor. Okay, this is taking like forever. So I'm going to take this back up to a 9. And I'm going to let it do its thing. It's going to do a little dance, make a little love. Get mashed tonight. Get mashed tonight. I know for you younger people, you're going to have to Google this stuff because I know you know what I'm talking about.
Good song.
Okay.
Good song. If you didn't know, you need to.
I have my short that I had to advertise this live, and I set it to September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Well, looks like a lot of people know that song and they like it. So what can you say? I like Earth, Wind, and Fire too. Okay. I'm going to do one. Well, I was now. Yeah. Well, I am going to do one. I don't know.
Are we going to be using the whipping cream and cheese?
Yes, we're going to be using the whipping cream and cheese. Yes, we are. But can I get the mashed potatoes done first? Thank you.
I think your water might boil.
Yeah, it's starting to boil, but it's not ready. Okay, let me get my cream out. Heavy whipping cream. Now, I can do one or two things. I have some Velveeta cheese sauce that I can mix in my potatoes and just make them cheesy like that and sprinkle some cheese on top, or I can just put my cheese on top. I'm toying with the fact that I may put the cheese in it. If you don't have the cheese sauce, you just melt your cheese into your potatoes. Okay? And I think I'm going to do the cheese. Should I do cheese sauce?
Yes.
Okay, then get the cheese sauce then.
Okay.
Beautiful assistant. And let me get the cheese.
I have a question.
Yes, what is your question?
How do you maintain the level of moisture in cupcakes, like the Meatloaf Cupcakes? Like, what do you do to maintain that moisture?
To maintain the moisture, you don't put a whole lot of breadcrumbs. You make sure you have enough soluble things. So like I said, you can put an extra egg if you want, if you think it's going to be.
Is one enough?
Yeah, one.
Okay.
And can you open it?
Yes.
Or like I did, like I said, I didn't put a lot of breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs are going to take the juice out of the meat. You can use a meat that has a higher fat content. That's something too. But I try not to do that. So what I do is, like I said, by adding the olive oil, that helps. And you don't overcook it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You don't overcook it. Okay, so now I'm going to put these potatoes in. Now, the instructions are to slowly put this in here. Okay, you know I don't do nothing like the instructions say. So I'm getting it all in here, and there's my meatloaf. So let me get it in here. Let me get this off. Okay, let me get this other potato in here right quick so they don't lump up. And that's the thing. You want to stop the process of the boiling. It's still going to be hot enough. And you just put your potatoes in. Just like that. And stir your potatoes. And the liquid will start to get into the potato and start fluffing the potato up. Okay?
Keep it from clumping.
Well, if it starts to clump, you take it and you do one of these. So you take it and you take the clumps and you mash them up the sides of your pot. And you're mashing them just like you would do regular potatoes. And you mash them and you stir. And you mash across the side. Okay.
I got you.
All right. So you mash like that and you stir. And you see my potatoes are a little brown because I use beef. But that's fine because they're going to be looking like cheese in a minute.
Yes.
And they're going to taste delicious. Okay. If you want them to be white and you're using some type of stock, you want to use chicken or you can use vegetable. But do you see what I'm saying? And they're absorbing that liquid and they're getting fluffier and fluffier. But I want them to be kind of stiff because I'm doing what? I'm making frosting. So let me get this over here. Let me get my muffins out. See, that's perfect. That's perfect. Can I have, here it is. I'm going to take this out. I want you guys to take a look. Close that up for me, beautiful assistant.
Yep.
All right, so we'll bring that down a little.
Yep.
Okay, this is what you want them to look like. Do you see how beautiful that is?
Beautiful.
Does this not look like my thumbnail? Now you know I ain't lying.
Let's get some
Okay.
hearts for them.
So
Would
yes,
y'all make those beautiful, what they call meat cups?
these are meatloaf cupcakes.
Meatloaf cupcakes. Let's see some hearts if you guys would make this delicious meal because it looks and smells fabulous. I'm just
Now
telling
at
you
this
now.
point, guys, you can leave it like this if you want to. Okay, but you know we got to take it all the way. We got to take it all the way to the end, and we're gonna do all of the decorative things.
For visual effect.
Just like that, right? So let me throw this away, and then I am going to finish the potatoes. Okay, I'm going to put the cheese. Did you open the cheese, beautiful assistant?
Yes, it is.
So I decided I'm going to put the Velveeta cheese in there to keep me from having. And I think I'm just going to do half because I am going to top it with some sprinkled cheese. Okay, and like I said, if you want to put cheese in it, get you some of this stuff, or just melt your shredded cheese, which we didn't mention in the beginning. Shredded cheese, of course, you put on the top. We'll see. So I got the shredded cheese that was kind of finely shredded because I found the bigger cheese didn't melt as fast when I put it under the broiler. So I like the finely shredded cheese. So I put the pack in here. So now I'm going to stir it up. And yes, Jerome, I'm about to put the cream in. Okay, so I'm going to put an eighth cup of cream. I don't need a lot because I don't want these to get too soft. Okay, because I put the cheese in. So just a little touch right there. Matter of fact, I'll do a little bit more because I want to cool these down some. Just like that. I'm going to mix the cheese in along with the cream. Then I'll let y'all see it. Just like that. And see, at this point, if you just want to make some creamy, cheesy mashed potatoes as a side, you go with a piece of steak or even chicken. Just don't use the beef. You can use it if you like the flavor of it. You know, even some like I did those pork medallions for the Love Rhythm recipe. This would have been good. Speaking of the Love Rhythm recipe, tonight, guys, we're going to be talking about how deep is your love for your partner. And we're going to be pairing that with some delicious homemade hacking. It's not going to take a lot. Deep dish pizza with all the fixings. Oh, yeah, baby. You don't want to miss that. That's at 7:30 tonight, y'all. So you got time to get a little nap. So we can get down and be talking about all these things. Okay, so now this is all the way mixed. Let me bring this in. Okay, it is piping hot, so I'm going to take it, sit it to the side. And like I said, I probably will spread it on instead of piping it on because it'll melt my bag. Okay, I don't have the fancy piping bag. If I had a fancy piping bag, it's made out of material, so it won't melt. But I have a freezer bag I was going to do. So, yeah, I don't want to melt the bag, y'all. But it may cool off. What I may do while we talk about this coffee stuff, it may cool off. So I'm not going to put a top on it. I'm going to sit it over here and maybe it'll cool down a little because I do want to show you how to make it cute. Because you want to be able to wow your audience. You want to be able to wow your family. You want them to say, wow.
Oh, I have an idea.
Yes.
How about you stick it in the fridge for like 2 or 3 minutes?
Because it'll probably melt inside my refrigerator. It's so hot.
With another thing on it?
I don't know. Yeah, give it a shot. So beautiful assistant decided that she's going to try to hack and cool off the potatoes right quick. Now let's hope she doesn't melt
I'm not going to destroy nothing.
Let's hope she doesn't melt my refrigerator.
I'm not going to Jason that in her fridge.
I'm going to trust this. Can you throw that in the garbage? And take this rest of this mess with you too, please. Right. Okay, so I'm going to take the rest of this butter now, and I'm going to go over here and stick this in my greens. So yeah. But you see how quickly these greens have been ready. I'm just letting them cook. So I put that butter in there, and you know what? I'm going to put the other stick in there because I like butter. You do not have to put 2 sticks. You can put 1. Okay? But I'm going to tell you, the more butter, the better it tastes. I'll put the butter in, and I'm going to put my Splenda in. So let me get this thrown away. And you pass that to the trash. Pass it to, yes. Okay, be careful around that plastic. It's really hot.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands again, but I'm not gonna use the darn dishwashing detergent, y'all.
Yes, please don't.
I'm gonna use the hand soap. I promise. Okay, so I'm washing my hands.
All right, so far we look good.
Okay, and she got it in there. Hopefully, when we open it up, everything in my fridge won't be melted. Okay, because she ain't thinking about that. All that
positivity. It's
yeah,
gonna
all
be
that heat up
fine.
in there. So let me get a little bit of Splenda. I have a little in this right here. I'm putting in. Get that over there because I want that to cook in for the last few minutes. Okay, there you go. And I want one more thing. If you could get me some apple cider vinegar, I want just a little bit more of that vinegary tang. So I'm gonna get some apple cider vinegar, which is what I usually use when I don't have the cherry peppers. But I'm putting a little bit more onion powder in here because this really didn't come out. Okay, a little more onion powder, and I am going to take a capful of this only apple cider because it's not as strong as white vinegar. Just a capful to put over in here because I'm looking for that sweet and tangy dynamic. So I'm gonna get some more Splenda.
Ding ding ding, dynamic. Our favorite.
Yes.
word.
She's telling me about my favorite word. Okay. The favorite word is okay. Now I'm gonna stir this, and when the butter melts, I'm gonna have beautiful assistant be the taste tester.
All right.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I am going to wipe this off.
Now you know I heated this coffee and it's cold again, right?
Oh yeah, well. She's calling me on the fact that she heated my coffee and it's cold again. Okay, we'll see how well she heated it.
Just saying.
It's tepid.
Yes, well.
Okay, you can take that. You can take no, this is good. You can take that again.
Okay.
I'll just suck it up, Buttercup, and just eat it like that. I don't really want to, but I'll just do it like that. Because every man has a place. In his heart there's a space. And the world can erase his fantasy. Take a ride in the sky on a ship, fantasize. All your dreams will come true right away. And we will live together until the 12th of never. Okay, I'm the yellow.
Go ahead. That's what the girl said. Oh, and he said he's glad he made extra taters because they are good.
Yes. See?
That worked out in your favor.
See, Jerome gonna be set for the week. He is.
Yes. Saving them dollars.
That's right. You can do other things with your money. There you go. Okay, stirring that. The butter is almost melted in this. We're gonna cover that. Now I'm gonna take my stove up to broil, y'all, because I'm just gonna brown those potatoes and the cheese on there. So let me get it ready for broil. Let me turn it off.
Boba the Love has a question for us.
Yes.
Are you watching the Earth, Wind, and Fire special tomorrow? I didn't even know.
I didn't even know it was on. What station, Volvo?
I didn't even know about that.
Oh, I must have been channeling that. Let us know.
Yes, please.
Okay, we're not doing broil.
Drop the deets.
Yes, don't let me leave here without you telling me that, Volvo. Oh, yeah. Oh yes, if I wasn't watching it, I'm watching it now. Okay, because I just got them all lined up. Would you mind if I touched, if I kissed, if I held you tight?
Oh, it's 8 at night. All right.
In the morning light, yeah. Now, would you mind? Okay, let me stop.
Yeah.
Body-ya, body-ya-dee-ya-dee-ya-dee-ya-dee-ya. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm just wasting time while we waiting for the theater.
Okay.
Yes. And you're like, what is that? That's the song. And I don't know, it's Body-ya.
The whole thing is
Yeah, it's Body-ya. It's like in between. They sing this. Okay, but
Jerome
Yes.
gave you a $5.
Jerome, man, you know what? See, this is how I help him save money. Now he give it to me. See, I like that.
Since I saved money cooking for the week,
Oh,
I'm with you.
Oh, you are such a sweetheart. This is why this is my brother. See, this I'm telling you, this is my brother. Okay, he my bad brother that I hang up in the closet when he get on my nerves. But he sure is. Yes, he is. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I do. You know, the reasons that we are here, the reasons that we. Okay, Lord, I can't wait. Now you say 8:00 tomorrow.
Tomorrow, CBS. Don't forget.
Oh boy, yes, I will be watching this. Yes. Thank you, Volvo to Love. See, this is why y'all come on here in my kitchen on Saturday, so y'all can get me hip to the situation. Yes. Okay, let's see. All right, so beautiful sister, I want you to come over here and taste these.
All right.
And if you think it needs a little something, you put it in there and let me know. Let me get my cheese over here. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this coffee stuff, y'all, because I promise y'all. And I'm gonna keep trying to get y'all to do. We got what, one more week left in this month?
Yup.
Okay, so
we better jump on it.
Yeah, we got 4. You see what happened for Jerome, right? Don't be playing. Y'all need to stop playing. So let me get this turned over here. If you could get my computer back over here, that'd be nice. Let me just get. I'm gonna get the computer, and then somebody can get my stilt. Yeah. Okay. So, I got my mouse. Okay, let me get this over here. I'm doing it because ain't nobody moving.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to take
Okay, I know. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Turn off.
What does it taste like? You turn it off. All I hear is yum yum.
Well, that's how you know it's delicious.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Okay, this is what happens. I told you I'm a culinary chemist. She said that it's perfect. Perfect, I tell you. Perfect.
Ratio, everything is good.
Perfect ratio, everything. See there, and the texture. Is it soft or what?
It's perfect.
Okay, so there you have it. I don't even know how long it took.
I know, right?
It didn't even take that long. Because it was actually done about 15 minutes ago. But I figured, hey, let it keep cooking while the other stuff is doing what it needs to do. Let me get this stuff off of here so I can pipe my stuff in.
Oh, Jerome, we finally saw the picture you showed us of your meat.
Okay, let me show Jerome's picture to y'all.
Oh, that's before they're done. So can you send us one of it finished? Ooh.
Look, I'm making messes over here, y'all.
You need
Distractions. Okay. All right, I'm trying to clean up this mess, y'all.
Do you still need this?
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Okay, but you can turn it around. Okay, this way. Just like that, because I will be piping it together. Hit a snag there. Let me get up here. Let's show you what Jerome got going on to prove that he actually is cooking with us. Okay, this is what, if you can see, this is Jerome's. It went the wrong way. Okay, can you guys see?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what Jerome's. Oh, they are pretty big. Look at them, rather. They are pretty big. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
I can't wait to see what done.
Yeah, for real. You definitely keep taking the pictures, Jerome, because I need to see what the finished product is. Okay, I'm going to let those greens keep doing their thing. And we're just going to touch on this coffee thing. And it's still within your budget. Now, I know a lot of you guys do the coffee houses and you buy your coffee out as you go on to work or whatever. I have people that work from home and they don't even own any coffee in their house. They go out and buy it every day at $5, $10 a while. I need them to contribute to Casey's fund because you know what? For them prices, I will bring the coffee to you myself that I have handmade. Anyway, okay, so the price of your daily cup, the average cup of coffee or shop latte is anywhere from $4 to $7, depending on where you live. So if you live someplace like New York City, it probably is the 7, probably 10. Okay, if you live someplace like Illinois, maybe it's 4. Okay, however, the daily habit equals about $100 to $200. Lord have mercy. Ooh. Do you know $200 if you got good credit is somebody's car payment? That is ridiculous. Oh, I'm in the wrong business. Call me a barista. Okay. I'm going to learn how to do that. For many people, even drive-through drip coffee that is not frou-frou adds up fast compared to brewing it at home or getting some instant like me. Because you could take your instant with you. You just need some hot water. Okay. So what's driving the rising cost of coffee? Okay. Inflation, the supply chain, the beans, the milk, the cups, the labor, and all the costs combined, okay, is driving it. The climate change has impacted the coffee beans. We've had droughts with the crops. Shortages of beans means higher prices. Show me the shortage. I don't believe nothing y'all say. Okay, y'all claim when COVID came that you couldn't get deliveries. COVID went away or didn't go away, but it got better, and you got deliveries, and the prices stayed the same. Do I look like Boo Boo the Clown? Anyway, so I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. Specialty coffee boom, extra syrups, plant-based milks, and luxury branding keeps the prices going up, and away. Yeah, anyway. So coffee at home versus coffee out. Brewing at home. Ding, ding, ding. Pennies per cup. Instant drip or French press is cheaper. Okay, we need to stop making everybody do stuff for us and do some of the things we can do for ourselves. Okay, for real, for real.
We really are paying for convenience.
You are paying for convenience. You're paying for convenience, and you're paying for the unknown, because you don't know if that coffee pot was clean, that they made that coffee and they made you pay $10 for. Ask them if you can look inside the pot.
Or if the coffee from 2 days
or
ago.
exactly, you don't know. They put enough sugar on it, and anybody will take it. Okay, and I'm not trying to bash these coffee houses. It's a way of community for a lot of people. But I know people that some of that community that you ain't even sitting in the coffee house. Right. You doing a drive-through because you don't want to get up 5 minutes earlier and make you a pot of coffee. Come on, man. Let's get real.
I mean, okay. We got Keurigs and everything.
Exactly.
So make special coffee.
Exactly. So you're talking about the creamers. Okay. I have hacks, like I said. I try, and I'm fussing because I'm paying $12 for a bottle of this Folgers. But I got 7 people in here. I got 4 people that drink coffee like it's water. Not me, of course, but they will remain nameless. We ain't gonna tell you who they are. Okay, walking around with big old cat. Never mind. Anyway, so the cost comparison challenge. Okay, what if you, and I'm challenging my family here in the chat. I'm challenging all my rewatchers. And speaking of which, subscribe. Because if you think what you're seeing is over the top, hey, I got so much live to show you. Yes, I do. Any back, I regress. Anyway, okay, so I got the challenge. And what if you swapped out 3 cafe trips a week for home coffee? I want you to put it in the comments. When this is off, it's going to be on YouTube. I want you to put it in the comments. Okay, I'm going to put my email address in there. Tell me. I want to know how much I dare you. I'm not going to even tell you 3 cups. Just exchange 1. Tell me how much you saved for that week and do your own cup. And you're probably going to like it better. Okay. Emotional side of coffee. I know this is a community thing. Coffee just isn't caffeine, yada, yada. It's a ritual, comfort, and all that good stuff. But I want you to ask yourself, how many times have you actually went into Starbucks and sat down and drank the coffee? Yeah. I don't know anybody that goes in. Well, I will say I have a daughter that does have little coffee dates with my grandson here and there. But it's not every day. Most of the time it's drive-through, keep it moving. Okay, so when you want to do the community thing, let that be the day that you make that special and you do it. The majority of us is in and out. That's it. Anybody sitting? Why do you think the little shops that they run this coffee out of are so small? They're not expecting a big influx of people sitting there. They really aren't. They tell you that mess. Anyway, so would you give a couple of give up coffee shop runs to save money? Would you do it? Think about it. $100 to $200 a month. That could be a vacation at the end of the year. You can have an experience instead of having caffeine withdrawals. Think about it. Okay. Or is it worth the splurge? Okay. I want you to drop some information. If you are team cafe barista, go in there, or if you're team home brew like me. Now, I'm trying to explore other things, but when I explore them, they're going to be made by Casey. Trust and believe. If I go up in one of them houses, they're going to be giving me some free coffee because I'm showing them on YouTube. I ain't paying. I'm not going to do it. All righty. So over to my cooking. I'm just making y'all do everything at home. The cooking home challenge. This is week 3. So far, the only person who has revealed themselves to me is Jerome. Jerome took it seriously. This is week 2 for him. Last week, what did he make? The hamburger? Mm-hmm. It was the first week. No, this is week 3 for him. The first week he made the hamburger. He has been sending me stuff. He made some beautiful egg salad and he did his little garnish. It was so cute. And now he's doing this and it's going to be very helpful for him. I am telling y'all, I dare you, one meal that can carry over to lunch. Calculate how much it saves you. Dare you. This is week number 3. And finally, my home cooking stories. It tells you why I am who I am. Okay. I don't know. I'm thinking, that maybe, my mother drank too much caffeine or something, maybe. And that's why I'm like an Energizer bunny. I just keep going, and going. I will be 26 again in a few weeks. I'm going to be 63. Okay. And I can outmaneuver or move around more than people 26. So I say I'm 26. I have that kind of stamina. I don't know why I am, but I am what I am. I'm just like Popeye without olive oil. So with this particular situation, meatloaf, I'm thinking here, my mother did inspire the way that I make meatloaf, but of course I took it to another level. I told you she used to use the ends of the bread and she would grate it and to put her meatloaf together. And she made a pretty darn good meatloaf. Yes, she did. I have to give her props. She made a good meatloaf. I did learn to like meatloaf because of my mother. I took it to another level and now I'm taking it to this. Okay. However, thank you, my mother. Okay, because my mama was all that. And I'm saying that again and again and again, because you know what? Even though she's not on this plane with us, she is somewhere else doing her thing, okay, or not. But my point is she deserves to have all of the credit for the woman that I am today. That is for sure. My mother and my father, they both had a part, but my mother was the innovator in me. My mother was the persnickety in me. My mother was the creativity in me. And my mother stood by me and elevated me to levels beyond I can even say to you. Okay, so that's my story time story. Let me get my little Tito's over here. And I'm going to take a look at those potatoes that beautiful assistant stuck in the refrigerator. And I'm going to look at my milk curdle because it's probably hot. Okay, so let me get over here, y'all. Let's check it out. All right, so let me bring, and my fridge is open. Let me bring
Currently open?
my muffins. Yeah, probably because the handle.
Or I didn't push it.
Okay. Well, this thing's still hot. Okay. I opened up the refrigerator, y'all, and the smoke just came out. But it did cool off just a little bit. So I'm gonna see if I can do this. Okay. So I'm gonna get these out. I hope I still have it. Maybe I'll get the round one. I'm thinking. I'm gonna get a foil pan. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna get a foil pan. Or maybe I'll get one of these. No, that's gonna be kind of flimsy though. And I don't know. Maybe I'll use this. Okay, so I'm going to use this. But anyway, it's going to be foil. That way I can get rid of it. This is I thought it was going to be deeper than this. And it's not. So when tonight I'm making deep dish pizza and I was looking for something big because I know these people around here eat everything. But we're just going to have to probably make 2 of them because this is not that deep. But this is perfect for me to put these muffins on and get my topping on. Or the cupcakes. Let me correct myself. The cupcakes. So let me rinse this off and dry it. Get this back over here. And we're going to take a stab at me trying to put this stuff inside of. Maybe I should just spread it on and not try to do all that. But I don't know, Chad.
I don't know how risky you're feeling.
Okay, I'm feeling a little froggy here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm feeling a little froggy here. So we're gonna see. Okay, and I think that I'm going to spray this a little. I was going to put it on parchment, but I think I'm just going to spray it just a little bit because this is not nonstick. And I don't want my stuff to stick while it's melting. So let me just put a little bit of spray, just a little, so it doesn't stick. Just like that. And let me get my tongs so I can pick them up. You know what? I know. I'm like, what did I do with them? Let me bring this closer. Just like that. And I did put my tongs here. Okay, so let me get these out because I don't want to take the risk of trying to touch them in the morning. Okay, there you go. There's one. Then just walk away. We don't have tomorrow, but we have yesterday. Hey, hey, hey. Wasn't it me who said that nothing's good gonna last forever? I bet y'all don't know who that is. And wasn't it me who said that just be glad for the time together? You'll never guess. Flavorful to love. You don't know who this is? Tell me. Okay, I'm putting them in here. Well, okay.
At least you were able to get them all on there.
Yeah. Okay, so I got them. Oh, yeah, I got more than enough space on here. So what I was going to try to do, y'all, I hope it worked, because this stuff is hot, and I really, so what I was going to do, usually you will get a pastry bag, right? And you put it in here, and then, the pastry bag. So I'm going to try to do this with a freezer bag. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me.
You can do it.
Let's see. Okay, well, let me get this.
Channel your inner pioneer woman.
Whatever. Okay, I use a pastry bag. Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen with this. We're gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna take a little bit of this potatoes. And Jerome, you don't have to go through all this, child. Just spread your stuff on there. I know you are. Okay, so let me see. This is too soft. I need something a little bit more sturdy. Let's see. What can I use? Let me try this. And I'm only doing this in case you decide you want to get fancy. I'm gonna try to do it with this. Let's see. So I'm gonna put some of these potatoes in here, down in here, just like that. Okay. All right. I think that should be enough. They smell so good. I feel like eating them just like this. And I need a pair of scissors, y'all. And see, they still hot. I hope this doesn't melt my bag.
It should melt back.
I need a pair of scissors so I can clip the end off of it. And I pray that it doesn't come out the other side. See, that's the thing. Okay, so now what you do, you want to kind of get your potatoes to one side, and you want to kind of do this. So, okay, can you just clip like a little bit, just a little bit. Don't clip me. Just a teeny tiny bit. Okay, just a bit. Let's see what happens. Maybe I should turn my back so you can't tell.
Nah, we're going to experience this all
Okay,
together.
well, let's start it here and see what, okay. That looks like it may work. Let's see. So, you're going to start at one end and just kind of pipe it around in a circle. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, what y'all think?
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, do it again. And this is hot stuff. It works better when it's cold. But yeah. Okay, so kind of sort of like that.
Hey, all right.
Okay, so if you don't have a pastry bag, and a lot of people don't, because guess what? If you're not a pastry person, you're not baking and stuff, you might not have that. You can do this. And this works if you're doing a cake too.
Now, Jerome just said, now wait 1 minute. Now, I'm going to do it fully. I don't have any more ketchup because I put it all in the mix.
Okay. Well, you don't have to have ketchup.
That's more of a preference.
Do you have any tomato paste? I like he gonna answer me, right? Okay, so he will answer me eventually, y'all. But see, I got to worry about my rewatch family sitting there. Why is she in silence? Like this person gonna answer her. Because in my mind, y'all, he's sitting up here in this kitchen with me. See, all my family over there in my chat comes and sit with me every single Saturday. And we have fun. And we sing songs and we do all that stuff. Yeah, so yeah. So let me just get that, just like that. And I probably put a little extra in there because I really didn't need all with the piping. You don't need a whole lot. I'm just sitting that on here, just like that. Okay, and just a little bit of that. Now the messy part gonna come in when I sprinkle this cheese. But yeah, that's pretty much just like that. Okay, I got it on everything. I'm gonna put a little bit more because I don't want to waste this. So I'm gonna just circle it again and again. So now, put enough on there. And go around the circle.
And these would be fun little finger foods.
Right, and this is fun for the kids. You know, if you want to have the kids involved. Of course, you want to have the potatoes to be cooler.
Jerome says, no, he does not.
Okay, then you don't have to have that. Okay, do you have any mustard? Because if you have mustard, you can put a little bit of sugar in it or a little bit of honey and just wipe the top of that. Mustard goes really well on meatloaf. And you can wipe the top of that and then put your mashed potatoes on. Look, this one I did. This one hanging. This doing a gangster lean, y'all. Uh-oh. Oh, that's good. I didn't mean for it to fall, but hey. Oh, well.
It's delicious.
It's delicious. And tasty, too. Y'all gonna start me doing I Love Lucy again. Oh, this is good. Oh, man. Shoot. Okay, I done lost the design because I'm trying to get so much of this on here. But that's the gist of it. Oh, these potatoes are good. Ooh. All right, so let me get these over here. Oh, anybody want to eat the rest of these out the bag?
Yes, but also I want to be able to eat my food, so I will save it.
So I'm going to sprinkle this. Here comes, and here's Corey. He's going to open up his mouth and just squeeze it in.
Yes, I am.
Because we don't waste food around here. Okay, so let me sprinkle this on here, y'all. Now, this is going to get messy. I'm just letting you know. Because I'm not even trying to make it neat. You know, I'm just sprinkling on here because I want to get maximum cheese. So what you think?
Delicious.
That beef flavor does good.
Yes, it does.
And these are instant potatoes, y'all. I just wanted to let you know. Okay, I'm just sprinkling it. I want the maximum cheese on here. Okay, and I'm just going to sprinkle it like that. And I know it's going to burn on the pan, but I don't care because I want cheese. All the cheeses everywhere. Okay? Be all together now. All together now. Okay? All right, so that's good. And now I'm going to sprinkle it just with a little bit of paprika. Not only for the color, but for the flavor. And I'm going to get my parsley out. There you go. Because, you know, I always got to garnish stuff. Okay, let me get a little bit of paprika. I'm going to pop them in the broiler until they get a little toasty brown. And then we're going to plate these puppies up, y'all. Yee-hoo. Okay, so just a little. Ooh, that came out a lot. See, this one has big holes in it. And I wasn't expecting that.
Caught you off guard.
Yeah, that caught me off guard. It sure did. I got to be careful how I'm shaking this. Or they'd be little Cajun bites. Because you know paprika brown stuff. And I don't want it to over brown before I can get the cheese melted. Mm-hmm. That's why I went with the fine cheese. Because with the thicker cheese, you know, you got to keep it in there too long. And that's another reason why you don't want to cook these too hard. Because you're doing other things with them to stick them back in the oven. You know, and so they're cooking a little bit more. So If you dry them out in the beginning, then what do? You have nowhere to go.
Right.
Okay, so let me get this inside the oven. Be careful because these are heavy, heavier than a pizza would be. And let me get my oven mitt. I'm gonna take this piece of foil out because it really isn't needed now. Because it is gonna make smells because I got this cheese on it. But it'll be all right. Okay, I'm gonna sit this in. Now, when you are broiling something, you got to watch it, or it will be burnt a biscuit. So let me get that in there. Get this here. I'll get this potato stuff together and cover it so it can be used. So I'll get it. And then you take your potatoes, and if you want, they'll last in the fridge and still be good for about 3 or 4 days. Okay, if your refrigerator is cold. If you want to keep it longer, you take them, you put them in a freezer bag, double the freezer bag, and put them in the freezer. And then you take them out and you let them unthaw, and then you just heat them up. You can reheat them in the pot, put in some butter, a little bit of cream, and they'll fluff right back up again. Or you can do the microwave if you choose to nuke it. Okay? Let me get this out of the way and move this over here. Okay, and I'll get this over here. And guys, if we can get some plates.
Yep. Oh, send some updated photos. Let's see.
Lovely. Now, what did I
Where's
do
your
with
phone?
this one?
Which ones are we doing? We're doing the white plates.
We're going to do white today.
All right.
Where's your phone at? Oh, in front of me.
Oh,
Over there. Right here. Get some pictures.
Okay, Jerome is sending us some more intel. Yeah, you can put the plates right there on that on there. I'll put them over here. That's fine. I'm sorry. I got Corey running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
All right. So he gave us. Oh wow! I didn't even know they have these flavors.
Let me see. Oh, that is so cool.
That is awesome. And then we got a picture of the finished.
That looks fantastic. Show everybody, the beautiful assistant. Show what Jerome did. Show the house that Jerome built.
All right. Hold on. So this is the. Ooh, let me turn it this way. I don't know if y'all can see, but this is after it's come out the oven. Beautiful. 203 degrees. Safe for eating. All right. He ate one of them. I understand. They look good. They look delicious. All right. Good job, Jerome. Yay.
Okay. Almost ready. Almost ready. Yes, it is. We're going to. I just turned it.
Oh, okay.
That looks good. Let me see. Let me
Should
check.
I call? Oh my goodness, they look beautiful.
Oh, that's great. It's nice and melty, and I'm missing a pot holder. Okay, what did I do with it? Oh, don't see it.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
It disappeared.
It disappeared.
Can you use the?
Yeah, I can use that one, but I like the other ones. It may be underneath that box. So this is kind of flimsy, so I need to be able to hold it. I can't really grasp much with this. That makes it kind of hard. See, this is moving. Okay.
It disappeared. I bet you it'll turn up when we don't need it.
Yeah, when I don't need it. It's okay. I was able to get them out. Okay, now the key is, can I take them over and let family see it? Okay.
I guess wrap from the
That's
bottom. That's
hot. Okay.
Why don't you hold it from the bottom with the thing?
Yeah, I gotta see. It's very flimsy.
Right, that's right.
Okay, but I can even lift it up. I can't. I lift it up.
Hold on.
Okay, listen, we're gonna do this real quick, y'all.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your finished product. Okay, if you can see, bring it down some, little Corey. Okay, that's what we talking about. This is your cupcakes. We're gonna plate them up, y'all.
Yay.
You guys see how beautiful that is?
What you think? Tell me what you think.
Let's see some hearts.
Would you eat this stuff?
Let's
Yes,
get some hearts,
let's
you
get some
guys.
hearts, guys. Come on. Hook us up with some hearts. Let us know how you feeling. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
Tell me something good.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Okay, so we're going to get this on here.
Should I get the grill master?
Get the grill master.
I'm on my way.
Hey, Volvo, do your thing. Let us know what the pricing
I know, right?
is.
Yeah, price us, Volvo. Let us know. Okay, for him. And I'll get one. And I'll give beautiful sister one. Okay, and we're going to get some of these lovely greens. Plate them suckers up. Okay, we're going to be cooking with gas. Yes, yes, yes. All you got to do is say yes. Because you make me so. And I'm going to scoop my greens up with this because I don't want all that juice to get on my plate and mess up my presentation. Okay. Let's get that. And I'm draining the juice off because I don't want the juice to be all over the plate. Now, when I get a bowl of them with my cornbread, then that'd be different. Okay, but for now, okay. Now let me just clean her up a little bit. These things are so tender, man. I can't even hardly get them up. They are really tender. Okay, Corey, get your favorite fork. Okay, and I'm gonna put a little parsley garnish on this. Just like that. And you can begin. Okay.
Well, if we're being honest, this would be my favorite fork.
Yeah, I know. That's not the size. That's not the right size. Okay, there you go. Tell them what you think.
Thank you.
Tell them what we're working with.
So, everyone, check out this plate. Look at that.
Now that's going to be perfect for a lunch or brunch, or that could even be a little Sunday dinner. You know, get yourself some cornbread. Be cooking with gas.
Now, time for the taste test. Ooh, this looks so good. Look at that steam. Ooh.
Okay. I'm just getting.
I gotta go in for another bite, you guys.
Ooh, that's
Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, cheese.
Now, I'm really fond of kale.
So, first off, we're going to talk about the main thing here, the Meatloaf Cupcakes. The texture of the meat is just, it's nice and tender, very juicy, great flavor. The potatoes on top of it, oh, brings a nice, like, it just comes together very nicely. And the potatoes are nice and cheesy. That's how I like my potatoes. Has a great flavor to it.
Yes, sir.
Now, for these greens.
I want you to tell me what you think. If you think that they are tender enough. Okay. Yes, I'm going to give this to Grill Master.
Hey, whoa.
Mm.
That looked delicious. Oh.
That's your final word. It's done.
Girl, let me get.
Let you cook.
No, I'm already cooked. I'm eating. The greens, they are nice and sweet, but not too sweet. I think that's because of the peppers and the juice that you put in them, correct?
Yeah, the balance of the juice, the vinegary juice, and the sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was trying to achieve. So
And-
does it have a good balance of sweet and vinegary?
Absolutely.
I like the little crust that's kind of formed on top of the potato.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
that's awesome.
a cool little
awesome.
crunch to it. It's cool. Delicious.
Okay, I haven't gotten much from Corey, but good. Good.
I said
Oh, this is delicious.
right now, I'm gonna go ahead and take my seat.
Finish
Yeah,
it.
he's gonna take his seat. What do you think, beautiful assistant?
Everything is fabulous. I'm eating mine together. The juice kind of like melds in with the flavor of the meatloaf. It's a nice texture. Like I said, the texture, first of all, the texture of the greens are perfect.
Yes.
They nice, soft, and they go down really easy. They're delicious. Nice sweetness.
It's like you
and
cooked them for
tanginess.
hours.
It's like you cooked them for hours. Like you went to grandma's house and got a big old plate. Yeah, this.
All you need is that cornbread. Break it up. Use your fingers.
Mhm.
There you go.
Got little pieces of the bacon in there that give it that meatiness. You can actually eat that by itself if you want to be keto or something. But yes, with the combination with the potato, like I said, had a nice. I don't know if you can really see the top of the potato here.
Yeah, it's
has
a
nice
little
little
crust on it. Yeah.
from the cheese when we broiled it. Sorry, and that definitely gives it a nice like texture,
Okay, so let me see.
deliciousness.
Let me see what all the hubbub is about. What do you think, honey?
Oh, baby, you did it again. I the hamburger with the.
It's the meatloaf, the hamburger.
Oh.
Only him. Okay. Anyway, look, y'all. You said the hamburger with what?
The meatloaf is delicious.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Just like she said, it has a nice crunch when you bite into it, but the meatloaf itself is very, very moist. It's not dry. It stands up on its own. Let me taste these greens.
Like Rock said, you can eat them by yourself. They're really good.
Girl, you need to make some cornbread. This stuff is so, oh man.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
This right here is fire. This is fire. I don't usually eat. I'm gonna eat this here stuff. I sure am. Okay, so I tell all of y'all, Jerome, good job. Good job. Your stuff looks fabulous. Like I said, if I tell you I eat it, I'm in there. Okay. You said cupcakes plus Volvo, huh? Okay. Now, my rewatchers, let me tell you. These are the things that you miss on a Saturday with Casey. But you don't have to anymore because I'm going to have this all ready for you in a nice little bow where you can watch it like a long form video. Matter of fact, I'm going to re-download it, have it all cleaned up for you. How about that? I would love, love, love for you guys to try this recipe. The kids are going to love it. Like I said, you don't have to have greens with it. You can have string beans. You can just have it by itself, like a little hors d'oeuvre. If you want,
right, man.
yeah, no, yeah, okay. I knew that my husband was gonna put another potato on this plate. Okay, it has potatoes on it, but if you want to have, you can do what you want to do. Okay, that's my point. Any vegetable, salad, whatever, or alone. Nice finger food. You can make them bigger. You can make them smaller. In any case, I hope that you guys enjoy this live broadcast of Casey's Weekend Eats. This is delicious. And if you loved it, and I know you did, hey, hit that like button. Hey, hit it. You can do it. Hit it. Okay. I'd like for you guys to leave a comment in here. Hit me up. Tell me what you think. Y'all gonna do that challenge? Y'all better know what I'm talking about. Jerome did it. He knows. It saved him a dime. Okay. I would like for you who are already subscribed to turn on your notifications. If it's only just for me, because I got so much more to show you. And I'll be coming right back at you next week. Y'all don't forget to hurry on over at 7:32, the Love Rhythm Recipe, where we're going to be talking some grown-up talk and eating some deep dish pizza that we made from scratch, which means scratch with a hack. Y'all know that. I'm going to tell y'all. Okay. But you don't want to miss it. 7:30 tonight. Be there, be square. And as always, y'all know what I wish you. I wish you love, peace, And what y'all around here? Some great weekend eats. I'ma see all of you next week. My rewatchers, hit me up. Don't miss out. Bye-bye.